simple in it, and his team almost came back from a 9-15 score. And
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, what was the final score?" And he was like, "Oh, it was 16-14." I was like, "Oh shit, was it like recent?" He's like, "Yeah, it looks like it's recent." I was like, "Oh, okay, it's versus Liquid, isn't it?" And he's like, "No, it's FPL." I was like, fuck, because they just had a game like 2 or 3 weeks ago versus Liquid where the score was 9-15, and then they brought it up to 14-16.
Why did I let him kill me there? I don't understand. Use. Of course, Mal's first skin would be a fucking auto. She got a fucking auto skin. It's a fucking auto. Like, you're never gonna use it. Well, you might. I'm not mad at you.
I gotta go get some food, man. My stomach is actually in physical pain. Yeah. Like, I was playing Counter-Strike in there, and I was definitely feeling it.
Oh, that fucking pre-fire from that nigger. Oh my. Oh shit.
By the way, Joker, can you believe that? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'll go get some food.
You should close your stream, delete that video, and restart your stream. I just accidentally dropped the hard R, and I don't know if your stream can hear me, but if they can, I just did that to you. My
No,
bad.
they can't because you're using the headset.
Okay.
Yeah, you're using the headset. There isn't another microphone on your computer. Oh, you're talking about Joker. Okay.
Yeah, because he's streaming, and I don't
you
know if
can
his stream can hear the Discord or not.
you can
And
say
if
the
they
hard
can,
R on Discord. You just won't get monetized for it.
on YouTube, you mean?
Yeah, on YouTube. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's just this one video that can't be monetized, right?
Yes, and if you say it 3 times, then they demonetize your channel.
Okay, okay. So I just need to watch my mouth while he's on stream then.
Yeah, but he's not going to be making money off his channel anyways.
Well, if he ever gets monetized, I don't want it to come back and be like, because they'll do that shit, dude. Like, they'll come back and be like, "Oh yeah, you had this guy on your stream one time, and he dropped the hard R, and even though you can't control what that other human person does, you're responsible for what they do." It's just like when you work at a gas station around here, and you fucking, for example, I sell a guy a beer and then he gets in his car, drinks it, and hits somebody. I can go to jail for the murder of the person that he hit because I sold him a beer. How am I responsible for anything that he does after he leaves the store?
Well, that's why you're not supposed to sell to anybody. That's why most stores won't sell to anybody who's visibly drunk. If you're like stumbling and shit, they usually won't sell to you.
Here's the thing: is I had a guy that come in. He's not stumbling. He doesn't slur his words, but I know that he's drunk because he's an alcoholic. That's all he ever does is come in every 3 hours and buy alcohol. Okay. And the one time I tried to refuse him, he literally tried to fight me.
What? How in the hell?
Like because he drove up into the parking lot and like he hit the curb with his car and almost drove it into the store.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, you're too drunk. I was like, you're too drunk. I was like, usually you come in here and you can give me words and you're not slurring your speech. I was like, you're slurred, dude. I was like, you're too drunk. I can't sell you this beer. And he takes a swing at me and misses. And I was like, you really want to do this? And he's like, fuck you, give me my fucking beer.
I've made more progress than his entire team has in months.
Hit the fucking silent alarm and he went to jail. But point is, like, I had a good rapport with this guy. I was always friendly, yada, yada, yada. But the only thing he gave a shit about and the only reason he was ever nice to me is because I was selling him beer. Let me my thing here. I did watch some of it. I'm coming over to your stream though. Oh no! I literally just watched like the most minuscule amount. I just watched like a bit of I don't know. There was a chick in the scene and what have you. And I think it was probably the ending, to be honest. But whoops. I'm trying to pull up your channel again. Is it spaces underscores? I know it's Crooked Joker 98. Oh no, it's not 98, is it? It's just Crooked Joker. I found you. Crooked Joker 98, and I kept getting Joker videos instead. There we go. I see you live now. Aha, there we are. We're in. Oh, yep, they totally heard me. Totally heard me drop that on stream. Okay. Oh yeah, see, the thing I watched last night must have been a cinematic then.
Adam found something. How is this possible? H swore they were at a dead end. Keep an eye on him, we'll be in touch.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Fuck, they must have tapped my line.
They're good.
How in the world did they track me down?
Yeah,
So
that was the
quickly?
reason why I could
Shit,
hear
fuck me.
you guys talking.
Maybe they did get Harold after all.
When I left the Discord.
You weren't in Discord because you were hearing him through the stream?
Yeah.
Well, that was good because then you got to hear him unfiltered and hear what he had to say, I guess.
I mean, it was just call-outs. He was just yelling
so you didn't hear the conversation we had after you left that he was
kill me
having
again?
about you?
I don't want to sound hysterical.
Joker and I left the Discord completely, both of us, after a little bit.
What are you talking about?
Someone's here.
Okay.
I wound up like
in front of
hearing
the
a
house.
little bit of it because it sounded like
Maybe
you
it's
guys were
someone
yelling
from the
a bit,
office,
so I could
you
kind
know.
of hear it.
Oh,
And
well,
Skunks
yeah,
was
because
yelling at
tell
you
me.
so loud, I could hear him
Son
through
of
the
a
wall,
bitch, it's all so
through your
clear now.
headset. And I told
What
Joker, I was
will
like,
I
Jesus
do?
Christ.
They want to get us so nothing
we were having a discussion about it, you know, and I was telling him, I was like,
too.
I get it. I was like,
caught a
I see a
glimpse
lot
of
of
him
the
behind
same
the
person
trees.
in both of you, and I was like, I
And you
think that's
didn't
why you
think
guys
it
are
was
like, I was
worth
defending
mentioning?
you.
It might as
Yeah.
well have been my
More or less.
imagination.
Well, I mean,
We
it wasn't
wanna
that he was
spread
attacking
panic.
you
We've got enough
per
to worry about
se,
as it is.
but
Fuck,
I
Emma!
was
I don't
defending
work
you,
in
and
a
he was getting
bakery. I
offended
work
that I
for
was taking
fucking
your side, and I
spies.
was like,
It's
look,
not
I'm
like
not
we can
taking
just go
anybody's
to a
side.
mountain
You know
cabin
me.
and
I
be
was like,
safe.
I'm a logical person.
Stay in the
I
house,
take truth
lock
and
the doors
honesty
and
over
windows.
everything else.
I'll
I was
take
like,
care
I
of
like
this.
you, I like him. You're both good people. I was like, you know.
Use the localizer and see if
And he was just he was trying to clarify and stuff, and he's like, so you're telling me that this fucking cuck is good? And I was like, yes, he's fucking good, dude. I was like, he's in that adjustment period. He literally just got a computer that pulls more than 20 FPS and stuff. I was like, you know, it's gonna take him a little while to get used to the new setup, and then he's gonna probably have another computer and it's gonna be a new setup. You know, the muscle memory will be there, but he's gonna have to adjust and stuff. And he's like, well, how come he can't even fucking frag? And I'm like, you're playing maps he doesn't know. He's never been able to pull more than 3 frames on those maps. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we were screaming about.
Yeah.
we literally, our conversation turned into a debate about how I had to vouch for you, since I had vouched for you for so long to get you guys to play together. And he's like, why did you even vouch for him? I was like, because he's fucking good. I was like, remember when we met, you and I, Skunks, when we met, the skill that I saw in you, when you said you wanted to play to global and go pro, I was like, I saw it, and I told you, if you keep with it, you'll make
very
it.
Clear. Quantum cloud
I was like,
around here.
I told him, I was like, I see the same thing in him. That's all.
Are coming together, close to
Like,
the source now.
I was like, I'm not taking anybody's side here or there. I was like, I mean, if I'm going to take a side, I'm going to take the side that I agree with based on my opinion. And sometimes that'll be on your side, and sometimes that'll be contrary. And it's nothing personal. I'm allowed to have my opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion. You know?
Yeah.
Even if we disagree and we fight and argue about it, that doesn't mean, like, that we hate each other over it. We just have differing opinions. That is allowed. That is okay in the existence of life and what have you, you know? At least that's how I feel about it. Maybe I'm just crazy, you know. I'm one of the ones who call me a humanist, but that stuff's dead. It's either communism or democracy, but they're synonymous, really.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. Don't be wrong, but I just can't prove it.
Okay, so Ben is like, oh, I can't stand pros and their fucking luck. They just nade stacked banana on Inferno and got 3
What
kills.
about Ben's fucking luck?
Well, hold on. I was like, dude, hold on. You're not talking about luck. You're talking about skill. So, and this is something that I explained to him. Like, a pro player is going to know that a saving CT team on Inferno knows that the AK-47 is best at taking sight. And that if the enemy team knows that you're saving, they know that they can take B-site because USPSs aren't going to win against AKs in that rush. You're just not going to be able to hold it. And so a saving team is going to heavily stack on B site to try and desperately stop that push and grab some AKs. And so that's why they nade stack that corner, because they know 4 CTs are around that box. That's why. It's not luck, it's skill. They knew that they were...
That's just the same as the Digibooty jiggle. It's just information chunking.
Yeah. Well, I saw the guy when I jiggled the first time, and I knew he couldn't be on the right.
But even if you hadn't seen him, you know, I make that blind shot every time I come down. Well, not every time, but I make that blind shot when I come down long quite often now. I've gotten a couple head dinks from it just by shooting where you shot. That's it. I don't peek. I don't pre-peek. I just shoot that car now, right in that spot. And every now and then, I watch a dude drop from a headshot, and I hit him with no info.
All right, I have to go to the bathroom badly. Sorry to cut you off. Like,
oh, you're good. You're good.
You won't lose me so easily, you bastard. Stop. Hear me?
You're out of food. I really want to cook the cat.
There he is.
Yeah. This is a trip, dude.
You can run, but you can't hide.
So what's the story to this point? Like, why are you chasing this guy?
There you go, fucker.
Oh, okay.
You're not losing me.
Figure out, like, why the hell are you watching me? Like, so what's the start? Do you just kind of like wake up somewhere, or? Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Chasing a spy through a cave. Fuck, what would have been a joke a week ago is now reality. Wait a minute.
Okay.
It's him.
It's a trip. Oh, okay. So I got you. So Adam reads the notes and he's kind of putting together like what happened to him way back then. Okay. And then you kick me off. Rude. Okay. I got you. Okay, I got you. I was gonna say, this seems kind of like one of those dark games where it's gonna take a turn here in a moment, like Outlast and RE did. I stole Lucifer? Who said I'm stealing? It was... Oh, that's his brother.
Doesn't seem too stable.
And next color is my trash. Yes. Oh yeah. This is crazy, dude. The graphics are really good too.
Everything wants to kill me in here.
Really? Wow, and the stream quality is really good too. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I figure all the weird shit happened to him like way back when then. Okay. It's a trip. Oh, cool.
Looks ancient, but maybe the blade is still sharp. I need to get to the other side, but how?
I said I literally own him.
I could go through here.
He's in my house.
Another signal.
How does one steal? We've got a soapbox, and Lucy's in the bathroom. He's missing it.
Turned left. I'm close, I can feel it. He slipped through here. Time to suck in my butt.
He doesn't know the EV reference.
Of course he knows the Eevee reference. It's a fucking Pokemon.
Told you that, he lied.
Doesn't seem too stable, but maybe I can get to the other side. Fuck, I'm not as fit as I used to be.
Okay.
Close enough.
Called you trash.
Trash. I'll have you know. I'll have you know. I have all 150 Pokemon, all 151 Pokemon memorized. Have you know? I missed it. No, I didn't hear it through the mic anyway. It's just so good. Like, the environments are so well done. I really feel like, you know, like you're in a forest of sorts.
Looks like you hit something in the feeder.
All good. I've lost him. I'm at the ruined inn. Everything's going according to plan.
The inn. Thanks for the tip, dickhead. What do we have here? An old tent, some abandoned stuff. Looks like someone just left it all and never came back. But why? I could go through here.
That kind of is what we do.
Guy been hanging here. Strange that no one came looking for him. Must have fallen off that poor guy. The backpack is hanging loosely. I think I could knock it off with a stone.
Hello. Hey, I can finally hear you.
This will certainly come in handy.
There was just a long conversation that I had.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good or bad?
Kaiden asked me what was my goal with 2N, and I said there was a few things that I tried to do with it, but no one that said they would put in the effort decided to put in the effort, so I threw all of those ideas and tried.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened with my 5M server too.
I told
That
them
mine
all
shaft
they
looks
can
deep.
get.
If I had something that would enable me to climb down it, maybe it lead to the
Psycho
end.
gave me RDP access to this box. I said I have an idea, but I don't know how well it'll go, and I don't know if I have enough people that are willing to put in effort to make it happen.
Well, you know I'm on board.
He asked me what is it, and I said, there won't be a committee, station.
Oh, I think I know what the issue is. I need to get the app. Hold on. Thing out. Oh, is it lagging for you too? I'm gonna get the app because it should be a little bit better, I
This
hope.
looks like ruins of some big building. What could have happened here?
Fingers crossed.
What the hell is he
Oh yeah,
up to?
he got dropped. There he is. You good, honey?
I would, but I'm driving.
Huh. What are they, like $55 million a piece?
Charred ruins. The Soviets want all of this country to look
What
like
is
that.
it? What game is it?
The beast inside?
Let's it about?
It's like a kind of like a mystery type deal, or?
Damn, I'm not really scared of heights, but I gotta be careful. Who is he? What did he hide here? Oh, fuck. If it fell on me, no one would ever find me here. What is this place anyway? What's in this damn safe? How do I open it? Maybe I can find something in this room.
Long story short, it's a survival horror game. It's really fun. I love the hell out of it. And you should watch it later if you want to. So I'm about to get on the part where I'm at the inn. I mean, for the other guy.
It looks like someone noted the combination to the lock here. Which numbers do I need, though?
Oof. Dick.
Me and Ted are about to collab too.
Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to
Hell
make
yeah.
anything
We're
out
gonna
of
make
it?
this video. I don't know on what I wanted to collab.
Shit, yeah.
But no, my idea was to turn 2N into a network.
Yeah,
And, you know, a community would come with it, but
of course.
I would basically just, I would be the guy that, you know, you come and you hang out in 2N, and if you don't necessarily like the way 2N is managed, I can find a place that would.
Right.
But I told Titan, I was
Numbers
like, in
from the
order for that
notebook.
to even
Which
work,
ones stand out?
2N would have to have an active player base.
Uh-huh.
And I told them that.
Well,
the
right, I
first-
was gonna say it does, but like it's sporadic, you know.
Yeah, I told them, I said the first roadblock that we'll have to cross is getting to a consistently active player base.
Consistent activity and exposure, yeah.
I said that's the first roadblock that we'll have to cross. And I said after that, it'll be, you know, finding servers that the owners of 2N, or if people decide to merge, the owners of those and the owners
There, finally.
willing to do a partnership with and network them into the 2N.
Yo. Yeah, I see you're opening the box there. Oh, okay, because you found one of his notes. I got you.
The judge tried to strangle me.
I like that
would have
it's
succeeded
like
if it
a
wasn't
game with
for-
multiple depths. I like that. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I get the feeling that's probably the most common one. Because I feel like people try to save Nicholas, and by doing that, Adam pays the price, or vice versa. Hold on, I'll call him back. When is- Yeah.
Christ, I can't do it on my own.
There's so much blood. Dear God, is this one of the guests?
I don't know. Go get someone. He'll bleed to death.
Press on the wound. I'll get help.
The janitor is upstairs. Room 207.
Where are you? Who is this?
Easy. Don't try to get up. Good Lord. No one will ever talk me into a mountain trip again.
There he is. Looks like that missing fellow. The detective showed guests his daguerreotype.
Detective? You mean that nosy fop Walter Gilman? Holy Mother of God! I have to telegraph the sheriff.
No, this man needs a doctor.
God, you stupid
I've seen
fucking
wounds
Windows
like this.
notifications.
It's
Get
only
in
a
the way,
matter of
pay for
minutes.
fucking taskbar.
I'm sorry,
Turn
sir.
on Do Not Disturb.
These voices. There's so many of them.
Or just turn off
Wait,
notifications.
I think I've heard this
fucking
conversation
murder, Bill
before.
Gates, that's what I'm about to
Those people, they said that a certain detective, Walter Gilman, looked for the judge. He was interested in missing
Yeah,
people
it's
from the
a new
area.
computer,
He liked
so-
him. Judge John Norton,
Or
father's
new
former
to me, at
associate.
least,
Is that
from,
possible? It was the janitor who usually kept the
don't have any
reception
of the
keys.
settings set.
In room 207. The missing judge. Someone has been looking for him. Walter Gilman.
Yeah, this is crazy, dude.
Did somebody lower the amount of bits per second that this Discord is allowed to send out?
What do you mean?
Is the video, like, is the voice quality lowered for any of you guys?
Someone might have lowered it, that way I don't lag out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in all honesty, I believe this channel should have the lowest codec.
Oh, yeah, Ferret, come in here right now and listen to it from my ear. And I also have music here if you want to listen to it. Like, if you want to listen to music, it's not the earphones or the drivers.
If the music isn't a lower codec than a headphone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or the sound driver for the computer. Or a setting or some bullshit. But yeah, no, it's not. The music is normal. HD as it normally is. But, you know.
Let me see what this codec is.
Then the codec probably lower it, that way I don't lag out.
Yeah, the
Just
codec.
Discord.
The codec's at 8K.
Yeah.
That's why.
Should probably put that up to like 64.
Well, I'd love to, but all the other channels are. The reason for that is, I mean, I could change it, but Skunks would probably even have more trouble talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because see, even the general lobby's only set to 16. And that's basically just because, like, yes, I have good internet, but most people don't.
Yeah, trust me, I understand that. But yeah.
And when you're on Discord with a phone especially, anything over 16 just doesn't work. Unless you're on, like, you know, my phone and I'm in a 4G area, and even then, you still get pretty significant packet loss.
If I'm in the city where I live, I've got...
It tends to work fine, yeah.
But since I'm out, you know, driving through the middle of nowhere, I don't have good cell coverage.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, regardless of carrier, it's going to be like that out where you're at, I'm sure. Because, you're rural and...
God, who is this?
Like, you'd have cell coverage enough to make a call, you just don't have data coverage enough to... Data.
It isn't, when I'm at home, I don't have data, because I live in the city. But
Right.
I deliver, like, out in the middle of nowhere. Like, you'll pass a house, drive for 4 or 5 more minutes, pass another house, drive for 20 minutes, pass a house, like...
Yeah.
This looks sharp. Maybe
To be
I could
honest,
use it
that's
to
probably
cut
like
through
the
chain.
best route, because the city routes are junk. You gotta
I would
deal with
rather-
all the extra traffic and shit, and all the
I
psychos
would
trying to run you
rather-
off the road because they see you're in a
I would
commercial
rather have
vehicle.
a city route.
I wouldn't, just because of the number of people that would try to make you hit them. Because as soon as somebody sees you're in a commercial vehicle, and I notice this every time I was driving commercially, at least around here anyway, they see it as an opportunity to get free money from insurance because they're like, oh, that's a commercial vehicle, but they got good insurance. If I can make them hit me. That's why I drive with a dash cam. So when somebody slams their brakes on me in the middle of the freeway, I can be like, well, actually, you can go ahead and take him to jail, thanks, because that's a federal crime. You know it.
What was that?
Oh, goodness.
Where did you try to drag me? To hell, maybe? Christ, what have I gotten into?
That almost looked like a reused model from Emily Wants to Play. It's another creepy type game. Yeah, the only reason it ended up on my radar is because it's cheap and it looks pretty decent. I haven't done any more research than that or watched any gameplay or anything, but...
What the hell is this? Looks like a slaughter. Good God. Something's wrong here. I'd better grab that tool and get out of here. This should cut through the chain in the janitor's room. Poor soul. He spent most of his life here, and after death, he's still the inn's janitor. But now for eternity. And the guests, from what I can see, are sure to cause trouble.
Because of the quality of the microphones, I thought you were Ben.
No, it was Ben.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you go? Dude, that
Is this a
was
ghost?
Ben, and now he's gone.
Did I completely lose my mind?
Unless, who said Ree? That sounded like Ben.
That was me, but because of the
Oh.
audio quality.
That was you? I honestly heard Ben's voice.
That's because Ben's mic just sounds like a shitty fucking bit.
All the time, yeah.
Because that's what it is. He has an inline mic,
Oh.
and then it's on a pretty cheap headset.
It's on like an Apple headset or some shit, huh? Well, not an
No,
Apple one, but
I
like
think-
like that kind of phone
Yeah, I
headset.
think it's like a Sony, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the smaller the microphone, you know.
Yeah.
Apple being the exception. They actually have pretty good microphones. They're not good at picking up the voice of the person talking on the phone, but they're really good at picking up everything else in the vicinity of the person talking on the phone. I noticed that when my buddy used to hang out here, he had a MacBook, and every time he was sitting at his MacBook talking to us, we couldn't. It was so quiet, like it was basically canceling out his voice, like we couldn't really hear what he was saying. It was clear, but it was quiet, right? As soon as he would walk away from the computer, like over into the other room or the kitchen or the bathroom on the other end of the house, we could hear him clear as day. Like the iPhone microphone. No, the iPhone microphones are by design designed for spying. They're not designed for the phones. They're designed for the marketable prison they're selling you.
Well, that's also probably true, yeah.
They're literally designed to record everything that happens around them. That's why Samsungs do the same thing, you know. I don't know if you've ever, like, answered a phone call and you can hear what the person said before you answered the call.
Yeah, like right before.
Yeah, where you can hear, like, a few seconds before they even initiated the call. That's why. It's because as soon as you open the dialer, the microphone is active. And recording. Well, that's because the microphone is always active and recording, and it has to switch from background recording mode to phone mode when you're trying to use the phone. Because, like, for example, your phone on your desk is listening to us now. The Apple phone is designed to listen so well that it can probably try and hear what I'm saying through your headset.
Joker, what did you need?
In all honesty, your iPhone would pick up my voice better over here in this room, even though I'm talking not very loud. What was that thing, like an octopus, or? Oh, okay. Because I just saw they were shimmering. Uh-huh. What? He's about to be back, huh?
By the way, Barrett, I just want to say you actually this audio quality sounds.
Let me go! Help!
That's it.
Help!
I will
my God,
relieve you
dude,
of your life, you wicked bastard!
Podcast.
You
Oh, good
stop
God.
the assassination! Look
Yeah,
at
we
my
should make a
people's
conspiracy
lives!
podcast.
You can also get a voice changer.
Well, I was going to say, then we'll also use voice changers at this quality and see what that does. Right. He's got a bomb! Run! He's gonna explode you! Oh, good God, he's gutting you. You gonna die, mate. Oh my God. What the fuck happened here? Are those entrails on the floor? Yeah, right there. It looks like intestines and shit. Oh, good God. Oh shit, that's what happened. I was trying to figure out what happened. It's so dark, bro. Okay. Yeah. Well, also, I'm playing on a monitor that is also probably darker than how dark it is when you're playing. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Well, because you're like in the house, you know, like looks like power's out. Well, if it's 1800s, there is no power, but.
Well, no, the first character, Adam, I think.
Adam is modern in the present time, right? He'd have electricity and stuff, but.
You were supposed to check every possibility, Norton. You're a judge, and you should know how to bend the law without breaking it.
Right.
The contract states you can both hand over your shares without each other's consent. I'm sorry, George, but
that's what I was thinking. I was like, well,
I never thought that bastard would try to outwit me, and that his demented spawn would sneak into the mine.
What do you expect?
In 1803,
the brat cannot inherit. We have to persuade that old fart somehow, or we'll end up with nothing.
You were rich, but if you had it, but.
I mean, but look at the size of that house. It's like a 4 or 5.
You were rich enough to afford power if you lived here. Huh? They think they're underpriced? What are you charging? And they think they're underpriced? Well, well, that's not going to piss them off. It's just going to make them happy. I mean, you're making your money, right? Well, I was gonna say if they set it based on like average shit, how much would it cost us to go to Blank Park? $30 a person. That's a full-fledged zoo. The more animals you have, the more valuable your park is. So every time you add an animal or an exhibit, it essentially, I mean, its intrinsic value should go up by some. Do 17 and 11 if that doesn't work.
I can't sell this. You're rapping about homosexuals and biking. I'd rather have no album at all to sell.
Damn, what was that rhyme I came up with earlier?
I'll be back, he says. Never comes back, he does.
My freestyle. My CS freestyle. You know it. Outlast style? Oh. That's good. Oh, what the? Oh, what's that? Oh, breaking good. Oh shit. I know, I'm surprised you just passed through a hole in the wall and they don't just come around that way, but... Yeah, you're good. Cause yeah, it's right there on your... Yeah, 180. You good? Because they're scared of you. That's what. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing without audio because then I just hear myself over and over through the Discord. But you're good. I can still. I mean, all the important stuff I get from the subtitles anyway. All the conversations are subtitled. So.
Oh shit, Ferret, look at this. Look at this. In Ankeny, there's a guy selling GTX 970s, and he says he has a test bench and plug them into and buy them. He's got 2 of them, and he's selling them for $90 each because he ran them in SLI. And he said if you want, you can get another $5.
That's a pretty solid deal, bro.
I mean, and if he's willing to fucking bench it before I buy it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
$90 for a 970, that's a damn good card for that price.
It is.
Anything for that performance.
Not at that price point, no.
Yeah, it consumes some power, but you know, as long as I got Ford 500 watt power supply. I'm good.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say because you'll have to upgrade your power supply. Doesn't that have a 6-pin?
Out how much
I have no idea what this computer has. I'd have to. Yeah, I definitely.
No, that computer does not have a 6-pin, but it does have a PCI expansion slot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You also can take and run a 4-pin to 6-pin.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no Molex 4 pins in there either, and Molex is 12 volt. That would fry a card as far as I know. Oh, you're talking about the CPU 4 pin. The 4+4, the second 4 pin.
I mean, or I could just spend the $30 on a power supply.
$30 for a cheap power supply.
Well, he's putting it in an HP, so it's already a cheap power supply. It's just a little business desktop.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, if he's gonna slowly upgrade into a gaming PC, the first thing that I would not skip out on...
Obviously a power supply, but I'm not gonna bring a power supply.
They need to know how much he's
bring the GPU, maybe.
Right, yeah, the GPU would go with you, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that computer will hold you over until you build one at least.
Go where?
Like wherever I go, whatever I next.
Yeah. I mean, it's not his plan to be here forever.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told him, it can be indefinite. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. As long as my bills are paid and my shit's handled, like, I don't really care. I've had community houses where we had like 15 adults under one roof before, and it works because we all just contribute. Like, I got no qualms with that.
I mean,
that was trippy. Was that a dude's face? Well, and I can't blame you. Who could? I can't imagine anyone would want to be here for any period of time, to be honest with you. But.
Gilman! Open the door!
This guy still has.
We need to talk, just you and me.
Greetings, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
The pleasure.
He keeps he keeps his shit like I keep my shit. If he's got the boxes in the static bags and shit, it's already trustworthy. Secondly, Ankeny's where, like, if you're not in this neighborhood or the one next to us, the rest of the Freemasons here in town are in Ankeny. So it's a pretty richy place. You'll be hard pressed to find one of those fucking pups who's gonna scam you out there.
Yeah, I mean, also again, if he's willing to plug it into a
I want to find him. Please,
exactly.
You can shove him up your ass.
Also,
you want to prove I'm
looking at the
responsible
pictures
for
of
his
cars,
vanishing because you're just
well
desperately looking for a
like,
story.
There's no dust on the radiators. There's
the word
no
publicity
no,
sounds
like,
strange,
like,
coming from someone specializing in sweeping things under the rug.
Yeah,
2 years
a little bit of
since
dust
the incident in the
corner,
mine,
but like,
and many things
still
remain unclear.
Like,
people lost their lives. Many others have gone missing since, and you act like it was just a minor incident.
It was an accident.
The bracket.
A tragic accident. Cost the lives of my employees
the IO shield
and ruined my business.
Yeah, no, it's where
that's
all
all.
the IO is, yeah.
I'm afraid that's
bracket.
not all. Ever since then, people have gone
so like on the back of a motherboard, the back of your computer is called the IO, and then the shield is just the little metal bit that covers them. On the GPU, it's just the IO ports, and then that little metal piece is just a bracket.
Yeah.
Dust on the bracket. If there's only dust on the bracket and it's not in the fans, then you can also assume he knows how to clean a card, meaning that it's probably, if he's anything like me, he cleans his shit regularly. Like, I take my computer apart every few weeks, and I
still be traces of what
I clean the glass and shit like that. Like, I make sure I keep my shit clean too, because dust buildup is the #1 killer of computers. Well, it's heat. Heat is the only thing that can kill a computer, but dust causes the heat to build up.
No, you're close, Those are number 2 and 3. The number 1 are cocky fucking bricks that try and overclock.
I guess I'll have to go down into the mine.
That's the number 1.
Great.
Yeah, actually you're probably right. Well, no, I'd have to disagree. The reason is because companies like Dell exist. I've seen Dell computers explode for no reason. I've had Dell computers explode for no reason on me. And tons of other people.
This guy is selling an RX 560 for $90. Kill yourself. That's a shit card for $90.
Somebody was doing a ritual or some shit in here.
For the budget.
I know. I'm just waiting for the.
What do you mean? I could buy an RX 570 for 100 flat.
Yeah.
From the fucking factory.
90 for a used RX 560 is a scam, dude.
Yeah, I'll pay fucking 50 for a used RX 560.
And my bet is that it's fried.
You gotta think how long this is. You could have bought that car. It's like a buddy of mine said. He bought a car.
I don't give a shit because as soon as you take a GPU out of the box, it is used. Okay, because I can't prove if you gamed on it or mined crypto or overclocked it or anything.
Yeah.
As soon as you've taken it out of the box and broken the seal, your GPU is worth half what you bought it for. I don't care how old it is. I don't care if it's a week old. You shouldn't have bought a GPU you didn't need then. You're not going to get $90 for your used RX 560.
They're not even worth $90 if you get them.
They're not worth $90 new. Yeah, I can buy one on Amazon right now for like 65.
Yeah.
For real. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he probably bought them on Amazon and markup. Like, a lot of people do that around here because there's so many poor people, and they're just all, everybody's looking for their hustle. Instead of, being a legitimate person, finding a need and filling it, they just look for easy ways to scam people out of their hard-earned money. Around here,
I mean, to be honest, less people.
Well, dude, I mean, well, yeah, after you show him that, like, Theo Joe even exists and that people believe that draft, and subscribe to it and give him money.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking hilarious, to be honest.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody would pay $90 for a used 560 just because they didn't know what they were looking at.
I mean, to be honest, the card looks like a beautiful card.
I have to run.
I just can't believe that, like, that's the determination. How many FPS does it run Fortnite?
Wait. What the?
Dude, no. Every time I list a computer around here, that's the first question I get from, like, 8 different cuts is, how many FPS does it get on Fortnite?
Okay, there's one of two reasons why this is listed for this price, okay? It was either somebody, it was like, what? Okay, somebody listed a computer, and I would say it's a pre-built, except for the fact that it's not a pre-built. They took case from iBuyPower, and then they put their own shit in there. It's not a pre-built. Or they swapped out the parts.
How do you figure?
There are just a few things, like,
iBuyPower.
What's that?
No,
Therefore, it would still be a pre-built.
I know, I'm thinking,
parts.
I know, I'm looking at the pictures, which is why I want to get to that. So it could have been a pre-built that they had just opened up and fucked with it, because you can see on the inside of the case, first of all, they've got a fucking go-go figure in there, so they've clearly opened it at least once.
Well, yeah.
Then they've got the graphics card has been tampered with, to say the least. The core, like all the cable management has been undone, not redone. Undone.
Well, here's the thing: is since when has CyberPower ever had cable management?
No, iBuyPower, not CyberPower.
Since when has iBuyPower ever had cable management?
The only two companies.
I've never seen cable management in either of those.
Okay, it looks
cable
like
management comes from like Zydax.
Yep.
Or
Falcon.
What's
I'll
the
get
other?
to finish.
Fucking
Falcon.
Digital Storm.
Digital Storm and Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon's got some pretty good dudes on their teams too, but yeah, I've never seen cable management in those shitty kit-built iBuyPowers and Cyber.
I'm not talking about cable management. I'm talking about somebody putting the power supply in, screwing it in, dropping the cables in the main chassis, and then just plugging them into the motherboard.
That's how they come. That's how the iBuyPowers come, dude. That's my point. They're basically the Chinese manufacturer of gaming computers. I thought that was common knowledge that that's how they did it too. I've never seen an iBuyPower that was pretty, or a CyberPower, except the ones at Best Buy on display, because the Best Buy guys do the cable management, but they don't come that way. And they do it only for the displays.
What's going on?
Because when you buy the PCs and the boxes, they don't have any cable management.
Did someone knock
They
me
basically
out
just bulk order a bunch of parts
Why would they drag
that are
me here?
used from Dell left over, and then they slap them into machines. That's why outside of Dell,
And how am I
I've
supposed to go
never
home?
seen computers blue screen, except like those iBuyPower and CyberPower super high-end ones that are being built by system builders who don't know how to match components. That's why, you know, like, my computer doesn't blue screen. It never will. I can essentially guarantee you I'll never see a blue screen unless there's an actual hardware or driver issue.
Okay, and I'm not saying this as a I know for sure, but look at this image.
According to the
and tell me
map,
that
the
it
house
doesn't
should be
look
nearby.
like some-
I just have to make it through that cave.
Hold on, let me run it through. Let me run it through fucking paint. Big ol' resolution
Let me
degrader.
resize it.
Holy balls! I've never in my life seen cable management this bad. Please let me know if you have, because I want to lose my faith in humanity.
Some people genuinely don't give a shit about cable management though, because they don't put their PC on display.
Yeah, but that's not even it. There's also thermals and shit, yeah.
Well, but if thermals aren't really an issue, like, I mean, cable management is fine if you're, like, overclocking or whatnot, but, like, I've never seen a pre-built computer, excepting the manufacturers we noted before that had any cable management. I've never seen cable management in Dell. I've never seen cable management in HP. I've never seen cable management in any store-bought computer, ever. And that's the thing, is you can't buy Zydax, Falcon.
But doesn't that look like somebody just store? This looks like somebody took a pre-built,
Jesus
swapped
fucking
the
Christ.
CPU out, and then put
No,
it
the
in
traitors. Some psycho thought these people were
No, this looks like
went on some McCarthyite commie witch hunt. Was
Shut
that
up.
really what it was
Little
about?
niggers, hate
Maybe
Discord.
maybe it's some kind of provocation.
It ain't
This
your
like a-
Discord either.
This looks like somebody
better
bought an
hurry.
iBuyPower.
Emma's on her own back there.
That's what this looks like to me.
I'm posting it in the general chat because it's generally disturbing.
But there's a
But no, you're right. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. And
I have AIDS
but
now, thank you.
But here's the thing, is unless that liquid cooler came with it, they probably did. But no, dude, if I had $1 for every time I've seen an iBuyPower with cables like that, not that many cables, but with cables in that fashion, I'd be rich, dude. Because they do zero cable management. Like, even when they build in cases that have cable management tie-downs and channels, they still don't use them.
Also, aren't
Fuck. What was that? What is going on?
Well, you would think so.
It depends on what system, what setup you're trying to build.
It must have poisoned
I mean,
me,
obviously
but how?
there's that, but there are
Coffee.
also
They must have slipped something into my coffee.
But yeah,
Maybe
that
all
pump
those
is gonna
transmitters
fail
are
a
some
lot
kind of
sooner than
emitters
it
that mess
needs
with my
to, because
mind.
it has to pump upwards instead of letting gravity do all the work. Well, laterally anyway, but yeah.
I mean, also heat rises. That's kind of a basic thing. It's kind of something that most human beings know. But you know, apparently not all of
But
us.
if you have a good enough push-pull system, that won't
Then it doesn't really matter, yeah. And
Yeah.
secondly, I mean, you don't liquid cool a PC because you want to overclock it or anything. You liquid cool a PC because you want to be like, oh, I'm on Team Liquid. I got liquid cooled PC. Because the fact of the matter is, even for the best liquid coolers on Earth, air is still a more efficient cooler. Because his is an 8-bit encoder.
Your microphone sounds close.
Oh, that's why. I was like, maybe his headset has an
break me.
AK
I know their Soviet tricks. I won't let them know I saw them, though. I'll play their game, but on my rules.
But I'm not using the stock fans or anything that came with it. I bought black Noctua fans and put them on it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. Okay, here's the thing though, is while yes, you can overclock more on air, that is true. Air is a more effective cooler. However, liquid cooling does remove the heat from the CPU faster than air. Meaning that you have a little more headroom when overclocking.
It's also a lot more quiet.
Right. Well, not necessarily
right
overclocking headroom. I'm sorry, I misspoke. You have more temperature stability when overclocking, because if you overclock too far and your liquid cooler can't keep up, you'll know right away. If you overclock too far on air and your cooler can't keep up because you didn't sit down and do the math first, your chip will fry before you get the warning.
Ferret, can you look out the window? Do you see that tree? Okay, the window. No, the one on the side.
The neighbor's tree?
Was it always slanted that much? Because I feel like it wasn't. Or am I just hallucinating?
Which one? The one in the neighbor's yard?
Not the one in the first neighbor's yard, like one or two neighbors down.
No, and no. Something is going on. Well, it looks like it's creep, because if you look, all the trees on the street are doing it. But no, I don't think I ever actually noticed that they were crooked. They may have been, but that is an issue.
I mean, I have this window open. Like I can.
They're evergreen, so they'll live forever. But so they won't.
It didn't look like the tree was that fucking bent yesterday.
Yeah, I don't recall that either. I don't really ever pay that much attention to the trees over there either. But
my screen has the hentai on it. That's all I need to see.
But yeah, looking at all the trees on this side of the street, it looks like we have more creep over here than they do on the other side. And because all the trees seem to be angled in that fashion. Well, because there's the tree in the neighbor's yard, then the one next to it, and then the one along the street is also bent that way. I'm guessing it's just creep.
Yeah, just always remember, it's always greener on grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
That's not true here, actually. My grass is greener than my neighbor's.
Dude, Ferret is the type of nigga to argue a goddamn metaphor.
I had to. I'm in a facetious mood. Well, that's the same reason I was like, no, that's an iBuyPower cable management. I mean, not the sheer number of cables.
Yes, you cannot tell me that has
that liquid cooler was added, that GPU was swapped, and that power supply was swapped. Probably because they bought the iBuyPower and the power supply went out in the first 6 months, which is usually what happens. Because they use cheap $5 Chinese power supplies in them to begin with, and that looks like a cheap $5 Chinese power supply that they then fucking.
No, that's an EVGA.
But
no way. No way. That's an
EVGA. But listen,
you can see the branding on the bottom.
If it's not at minimum an 80 plus bronze, you don't even need to buy it. I don't buy anything below 80 plus gold.
All right, we know you fucking.
You're wasting your money then. I'm just letting you know that right now, Skunks. You're wasting your money because 80 plus is 80 plus is 80 plus. I've done the math and I understand electric currents. Efficiency is right, because I mean the efficiency overhead is literally negligible, like literally negligible. In fact, in 80 plus gold, I know I totally. ALS is a fucking shit, isn't it? It even happens in my mouth. But 80 plus gold actually uses more electricity at the wall than 80 plus bronze, which is why I prefer bronze. The only reason you get gold is because of sine wave correction, but I have an APC. I use a UPS anyway, so I already have sine wave connection. I'm already pumping clean power to the computer. I don't need my power supply to clean the sine wave. That's why I say that you're wasting your money, because you could just get a battery backup instead that has, voltage control, voltage normalization, and correct the sine wave at the
outlet that the computer's plugged into instead, and get a battery backup. And it's probably going to cost about as much as the difference you paid to get an 80 gold versus an 80 bronze. And you could get an 80 bronze, use less power at the wall, have lower power bills with the UPS, and get all the benefits of a gold PSU.
Yeah, I think the difference between the certs on the power supplies is literally just how well they can handle load closest
spikes, load spikes.
Yeah.
Right. So for example, you buy a 500 watt power supply, right? That's its peak power. It's only going to average like 350. Okay. Now a gold is going to be able to sustain 400 as opposed to 350. It'll peak at 500 probably for longer than the bronze, but when are you ever actually peak drawing in a computer? Okay, because you're not going to spike and then load down. Like, I base clock overclock, so my shit's running at max clock all the time. It really just depends on the system you're using, but gold is just a waste of money. It's literally just a badge to get you to pay more for the same goddamn thing.
In my case, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
well, yeah, in your case, it doesn't matter. That's true.
I could save the money, but
you send me the money.
Ben, what are you talking about? Everybody knows RGB RAM makes games load better. Are you retarded?
Yeah. Dude, why do you think I have RGB memory?
RGB RAM's only quality RAM. So.
Yeah, I get 40 extra FPS from the LEDs on my RAM.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they totally don't produce more heat than normal.
They don't.
No, not at all. Not at all. They don't.
Tell you that,
they don't produce all that extra heat. Not at all, dude. No, they get fucking hot. Those are fucking LEDs, dude. There's like fucking 50 LEDs on top of the fucking chip. Like.
Boy, Ferret, how good is an R9 2090?
An R9
around
what?
The same as like an R9 2090.
A 2090? I know what an R9 290 is. I've never heard of an
R9
yeah,
sorry, not 2090. Jesus, I meant 290. I'm just used to saying 2080.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't have ALS?
Stop!
Not yet.
Mocking me. I have retardation, not ALS. Also, yeah, it's around the same as like an RX 570 in performance, right?
An R9 is a hell of a lot better than 570.
I was gonna say the same thing. But
because an R9 was to compete with the fucking the Titan. I'm pretty sure the Titan X.
Yeah, the R9 was supposed to compete with the Titan. It's the predecessor to the Vega. The RX 570 and the R9 290 in terms of raw benchmark performance are exactly identical. The R9, however, does get about 20-30% more frames in CSGO specifically. And then every other game gets better frames on the 570. Just goes to show. So a game that is not optimized like Battlefield 1 or CSGO will run at higher frames. A game that is optimized supporting Vulkan will run at higher frames on the 570 by about 50%. So I think what we're looking at here, because are these both 4 gig cards as well?
Yes.
Okay, so I think what we're looking at here is the RX 570 probably has a 256 bus width, whereas the R9 290 has a 512-bit bus width, effectively doubling the memory speed, the bandwidth. Texture fill rate. Because, so for example, out of the 622 cards listed on user benchmark, the RX 570 is ranked 66th and the R9 290 is ranked 64th. They're basically identical, with the R9 290 performing about 4% faster on average. They are literally the same chip. It's just the R9 uses. It's just that the R9 290 uses way more electricity.
Suckers, you think you can break me like that? With an animal carcass? With a few dead bodies? Seriously? Who do you think I am?
Well, it's 4 years older.
It's also much longer by like 3 to 4 inches, and also has an extra fan.
So basically, and that's what I'm talking about with like chips getting smaller and stuff. It's the same deal. The R9 290 and the RX 570 at the chipset are identical cards. The difference is the 570 is simply manufactured in a smaller form. I'd be surprised if the lithography is any different.
Sadly, though.
Dude, my fucking tongue is being so weird right now.
With my single fan 1050 Ti.
Shut up.
I think my list is dead.
I've got the triple fan.
Nobody wants to hear about your fucking 1050.
Yeah, I think my list is. I think my list is coming down.
$500. Okay.
Well, listen here. My computer was about the same price.
You see,
Fucking commies can't hide from them. They'll follow you to the end of the world, but if I tell anyone, they'll think I'm
you just
crazy,
got
and that's what
screwed
commies
by your
want.
class.
That's how they break their enemies, the dirty bastards. They think they can send a fake cop here and I'd fall for that like a rookie? No, ain't gonna be that easy with me.
Because he took a year and a half to order the parts.
No, because he took.
What was it, like 6 months or something? Yeah.
We wanted to
I remember you telling me that.
and we didn't order until like March.
Jesus. Way to set you up to fail and then laugh at you when you fail, huh? Yeah. That teacher honestly shouldn't be a teacher, dude. Like, how hard is it to put through a goddamn Newegg business order?
I mean, with school shit, I don't know.
With school shit, if they've already gotten the funds greenlit, it doesn't matter. And if he's having to pick components before when do you ever pick components before you're ready to buy? Unless you're shopping. Okay, if you're locking in your components for your build, you're basing it off of the pricing now, not the pricing tomorrow, not the pricing 6 months from now, because 6 months from now, these components are going to be more expensive because they're older, and the newer stuff is going to be cheaper because it's median. All computer parts run on the bell curve. I sold a fucking 16 kilobyte stick of RAM for $3,000 a few years ago.
What?
Because it was so old, and they needed it for their computer.
I didn't vanish.
And
I just
you
tried
can't.
to remove
Nobody
those
makes
damn
that.
bugs.
Nobody makes 16 kilobyte RAM sticks anymore.
Bugs? What are
Period.
you talking about?
So the only ones you're gonna get
all
already
alone,
exist.
and some psycho slashed our tires.
Are you serious?
I called the sheriff, but when we were in front of the house, that guy broke
in Minecraft, it doesn't count.
into your office.
What do you mean broke in? Are you kidding?
What's that?
Fuck! The telegrams. That son of a bitch took the telegrams.
The sheriff
Well,
noticed the
that's what I
broken
mean.
window.
Okay,
As soon as we went back
basically,
home,
like the
Wait a
newest
minute.
stuff
Who
and
gave
the
you the right
oldest
to
stuff.
let strangers in
It's
to
simply
go
a bell
through my
curve. So
stuff?
the oldest computer parts
a
versus
sheriff,
the newest
not a
computer parts are
stranger.
the most expensive, and then
Besides,
the middle
Sheriff,
ground
my
stuff
ass.
that's like
You have no
median
idea
being
how
produced
capable the
now.
people who want to get me are.
You know,
They can impersonate anyone.
what is it?
So
Supply
when
and
you realize
demand.
that what I do affects millions of people.
You think I'm stupid? I called for help because someone's stalking us.
Not your
Besides,
Athlon,
the guy couldn't have
no,
gone
because
far,
that's a
and the
chip.
sheriff is
But
after
the memory,
him. You
the
don't
old
have to
hard
act like
drives,
such a
like
dick.
ISA hard
It was
drives
me
and
that
shit.
was in danger.
No,
Me, not your nameless millions.
Why the fuck am I going to spend $150 on a
Yeah, see, the problem is those are
What a mess.
compatible.
If it's
Hopefully he's
used,
left some traces. I
How
better
much?
look around.
Bingo.
He escaped through the window and probably moved towards the
But
bridge.
you can get a Ryzen 7 1700 for about the same price.
a Ryzen 5
talking about a new
1600.
or an older?
A Ryzen 5 1600. $160 used. I can see a fingerprint on the fucking IHS.
Gotta love people.
Maybe the device will find some
Who
traces.
the hell is that?
Hey,
I feel like I've missed something. I should check all the clues first.
Still worth like
Oh,
$10
whoa!
less
There's a
than what I
dude
bought it.
standing there. This game is pretty sick, though.
Shouldn't see it. I gotta get to class in like 10 minutes.
Oh, you Gucci.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm like in the like lobby of the college right now. You know?
Oh,
Whatever
Yeah, we
happens,
can hear the echo.
I'll leave the house and don't let anyone in until I come back.
You're leaving me
because
again?
some people don't
you
know what
crazy?
yield means.
The sheriff is on it. Let it go.
The sheriff doesn't
done
know
that
what he's dealing
occasionally,
with.
but
If he
that's
really is who he
very
says he is in the first
They
place,
thought
he
they
won't
saw
have
a
anything.
car coming.
Don't be paranoid.
Well, I mean,
The
this
police are on our
turn
side.
has its
No one's
own
on our
lane
side,
that it
Emma.
turns.
No one.
Oh, then yeah, they're just retarded.
No point.
Or
hanging
they're doing
around.
what I do and pausing
Gotta
just
get
to
him
be
before he's
safe
off
to
the
make sure
radar.
the guy to my
Those
left isn't
messages
gonna
are
try and
crucial
cut in my
anyways.
lane
I
and
just
hit me
hope
on
I don't
purpose
think
and
they'll find my
claim it's
receipt
my
on the
fault.
side.
when I'm turning into my lane. That's like, I see people take wide rights and wide lefts all the time. I'm like,
Sheriff probably
you know that's illegal, right?
That's where I should stop.
It's like an onboard, and like it's a fucking oncoming lane.
Across the bridge,
right?
Up in the woods.
Lane. Like you turn out onto this lane, you're supposed to get
At least I know which way he went.
And then merge into the flow
And then merge into the flow traffic, right?
I'll check the area around the bridge.
Fucking retard. Stop! Like, what are you doing? Like, no one here.
I think I'm on the right track.
No one on Earth knows how to drive. I've come to that conclusion. There's like 1 in 500,000 human beings who actually is an effective driver. And it honestly should be like one of those things, you know, like pilots, where you actually have to prove that you have the skills and the knowledge and the ability to pay attention while you're at the wheel of a, you know, multi-ton box of metal that moves at several hundred to thousands of feet per second.
I'm getting close.
I mean, some places
well, several
like
hundred.
that, but other places it's like a 9-year giving you the test, you know.
Well, yeah.
See?
Actually, yeah,
cut the
you don't have to prove them.
Maybe I can find a side passage.
Yeah, see, they don't even do that here. Like, you actually have to go take a test and prove that you have skills to drive and parallel park and merge in lanes, and you know how to check your mirrors and use your turn signals and yada yada. But the test is so basic, like, they don't actually check to see if, you know, they just have you exhibit the skills. They don't actually check to see, you know, like, for example, if you're traveling at 60 miles an hour, how long does it take you to come to a complete stop? You know, like if you really need to stop and yada yada yada. How far is that from the front of the car right now? Yada yada yada. Stuff that
David,
I don't know. I feel like it's basic shit, but then again, I'm fucking autistic, so I take everything for granted.
Someone from the office. Did
This
Emma
is a
blurt
good
it out
deal.
to some
This
friends?
guy's
I don't think so.
selling 560
And I was
for
cautious. I didn't leave any trail.
Well, and then I found a bunch of research. Women are biologically incapable of paying attention. That's why they're bad drivers. Like their brains get wired different.
If that deal wasn't in Michigan, I'd go and pick that bitch up right now.
Shit, dude, if my car was reliable enough, I'd take you to Michigan. It's not that far.
No, but also,
well, no,
not all
too.
texters are females, but all females are texters.
Yeah.
Not all females.
And name one. By name
now.
Nah, granted, that is a loaded question because you can't.
Need to find an electric fence.
Mal, my mother.
Megan Currington, Kyle's wife. Kyton's wife rarely.
Where could these wires lead?
Rarely.
Oh, well, I mean...
We all fucking do.
We all do.
I don't.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Have you ever seen me check my phone in your entire life? I don't.
Yes.
It literally sits there on red for weeks at a time.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I mean, not that, but your phone's not even activated. But
even if you only check it every couple of weeks, you still fucking use it.
I guarantee you have used the phone in your life. Well, me neither. Mal doesn't. My mother used to. I put a stop to that real quick. My mom does not text and drive anymore.
Yeah, that's okay.
Even though she could technically effectively do it on the level with my cousin, who literally doesn't even have to look at her phone. She can hold it in one hand while she's driving without looking at the phone and send a message.
Okay,
like, it's fucking ridiculous. But
I have two things to say. One of them, obviously, Skunks. I was being very facetious when I said all.
Clearly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Secondly, this guy.
Because I see guys text and drive all the time too, and I usually am equally an asshole. In fact, a bigger asshole because, again, their brains are wired differently to pay attention, so they shouldn't have the issues that women have to pay attention. Like, for example, I'm calculating the speed of the car in front of me, the car behind me, usually about half mile to a mile in front of and back of me. I know where all the cars are at all times. Women just, their brains can't keep track of that information for whatever reason. Like the way they're wired, they pay attention in a different way. I was reading a bunch of stuff about it because a buddy of mine, I was like, why are women so bad at driving? Like every time someone like merges lanes without signaling or checking their mirrors or cuts me off or something, 9 out of 10 times it's a woman. If it's a dude, it's just because he's driving a sports car like an asshole, or he's driving his Camry like he thinks it's fast.
I can attest that my dad and my grandpa don't use it.
Yeah.
Do they drive BMWs?
You should cut their fucking hands off. Yeah. Please cut their fucking nigger hands off. At least the fingers, because if they're not going to use their fingers to move them a goddamn inch to signal their intent, they shouldn't be driving. And if I ever see that on the road, I'll run you off the road. Like I've run dozens of people off the road here. I crashed a dude into a brick wall because he was driving like a fuck-all. Just because he was driving like a fuck-all, I ran him into a wall and I kept going. Then I called 911 and said, "This guy just spun out and crashed into a wall. You should go check on him."
Look at this. This guy built the computer.
And then I deleted the dash cam video, of course, so as to not incriminate myself.
This guy built the desktop. It's got a 2300 in it and a 560. It's got a lot of those. And then
they want like twice what it would cost for me to just order the parts and throw it together in 15
minutes. No, that's what's actually good about this. It's got 32 gigs of memory in there. And granted, it's not the fastest, but
But it's a 2200G with 32 gigs of RAM. That's not bad.
Why would you pair 2200G with 32 gigs of RAM?
Because you wanted the RAM first, and you were planning on getting a better Ryzen later.
Yeah,
you always cheap on the chip, dude. If you're building a computer, don't cheap on your motherboard, don't cheap on your power supply, and don't cheap on your RAM. Cheap on your chip, because you're gonna upgrade your chip, especially if you're adopting a socket. Okay, if you're adopting the AM4 socket, all processors through 2022 are going to be on that socket until AM5 is launched. So, 3, 4, or 5 years from now, you'll be able to buy that $300 processor you wanted in your computer for like $80.
Yeah, so anyways, back to what I was saying.
Sorry. You're good.
Yeah, so it's not a bad computer, so I'm getting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just... Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I would value it at around like $450, which I can't argue with it, considering that he also built this. I wouldn't have to do it for labor.
$450 is not bad.
$450 is not bad. Yeah, it's a little bit over what I'd pay. I'd pay like $350 to build it myself.
Well, right. I was gonna say you pay $350 and put in the time, which brings it right to about $400. So if you're paying him $50 to put the computer together for you, that's how much I charge people. When they ask me to build a computer, I say, yeah, I'll throw it together for $50. You pick the parts. If you want me to pick the parts, throw me an extra $20 and I guarantee it'll be good. You just tell me your budget. I'll give you 4 builds. You pick which one you want. Kind of thing, So, and if you want a certain color or certain LEDs or RGBs, you just let me know and I make it work with the budget, throw together a few computers with matched components.
I don't know if it's going to be funny at this point.
I was right.
It's going to be funny. Do it.
I should look around.
So he has the computer, and he says it's valued at $450.
This must be the key to the house.
Only because the weed sticker on it only charges $100.
Fuck yeah! And he's probably gonna smoke a bowl of weed with me when we go to pick it up.
I mean, I
that's the kicker.
I think you have to give the guy a joint. Take the $30 off of the glove. You got to give the guy a joint.
Well, no, that's what I said. I'm gonna smoke some weed.
Yeah. Some random.
Babe?
Yeah, just a guy who's selling a computer for slightly cheaper. Just
what do you mean? X lost focus? You need to restart the game. Restart the fucking game. It's a goddamn beta. You've been running it for 8 hours. You're fucking memory leaking like a motherfucker. That's why you're having problems. Save your game, exit it, down to the desktop, and then restart it to clear the fucking cache. I told you this like 2 hours ago. Well, I told her to do it 2 hours ago. She's still bitching about the glitches in the fucking beta game on release day. Like, that's the thing, though, is, okay, it was a fucking beta a month ago, and now it's even worse. Today is the day that it released, and there are more problems today than there were when the beta closed. Well, and then she's bitching at me about it, and I'm like, they rushed all of it, dude. I mean,
this guy, like,
this
guy has this listing for an AMD chip.
Okay, so I'll storm in and give the guy hell until he tells me everything. I just hope his English is better than my Russian.
How?
It's not a price. Cooler thing, and also it doesn't appear that there are any screws in the thing.
Oh, well, okay, because I was
for it, or
well, I was gonna say because the screws won't even line up the bracket on an AMD.
Fuck, they've been watching our every move.
How
even here, where we were supposed to be off their radar.
Will not fit.
Okay, I honestly think he just took a picture of a computer with an Intel chip and Intel stock cooler, and then just lied and said it was an AMD.
What is that son of a bitch up to?
But Intel's worth more than
better
AMD,
check what this lever
so
is.
if you want to get more money, you would say it's an Intel.
Yeah, but not if it's a half-decent AMD and a shit Intel chip. that you're
irrelevant. Then you just say it's a better intel than it was. He's already lying. Doesn't make any sense.
That's
where's
true.
Where's the motive
okay,
and where's the logical
motive? If I was going
here?
to scam someone, I would lie better. But I'm just saying that's clearly what this fucking dude did.
Or this dude actually put a fucking Intel cooler on a
How
AMD
the fuck would
chip.
you even get enough pressure on?
That's why there are no screws. That's why he's selling it. It's overheating.
Yeah.
Because there's air bubbles between the cooler and the CPU.
So sure.
I mean, unless he's got like a brick sitting on top of it.
Should have thought about that before.
Hold it down.
He already knows more than we wanted him to. The handler is concerned. We've got a serious conversation ahead of us.
Who's behind all this?
As long
Since
as there's
when
no
have they
air.
been doing it? If they had me exposed, why didn't they steal the telegrams
ideally,
before?
If both sides were machined, thermal paste wouldn't even be necessary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of people do.
I've used mayonnaise in place of thermal paste, and it works about the same, to be completely honest with you.
Well, it only has to fill in those fucking scratches.
Exactly. It only has to fill in the little bits of scratches you put on it when you breathed on it when you took it out of the box, or the few minor imperfections that were there when it was made.
Yeah.
Because if they were two identically flat surfaces that lined up and there was no air in between when you set them onto each other, then there would be no
that's
need
why a
for
lot of
thermal
fucking
paste,
performance nuts remove the IHS. The cooler right there fucking died.
Yeah.
They put the IHS back on though.
No, a lot of people don't. Not everyone does. There are definitely some.
No, that's true. I've seen some dudes with the 9900Ks. They delid them and put the coolers on them, and then they fry, and they wonder why. No, it's not. They said it was. They said it was, but it's not. It's literally a bead of solder. You can pop the solder off with the IHS. Like, it's not soldered, dude. Google it. Linus took one apart. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah. They lied. It's not soldered. And that's why they were having cooling problems. Now, after you delid a 9900K, it will never cool again. That's why after you delid a 9900K, you don't put the lid back on. You put the cooler right on the chipset or right on the die, because it won't cool. There's air pockets in there after you remove the lid on the 9900K. That's why they soldered it. So because everybody was delidding their CPUs and then overclocking them better, and they didn't want people to delid them, so they said it's soldered so you can't delid it, and told people not to delid it. And then when somebody delided it, it broke. The first one I seen delided snapped. The second one I seen, when Linus did it, he took the IHS off. He put new contact paste in there, and then he put the IHS back on, and it was overheating in seconds. Like, it was overheating at the BIOS. And so he removed the lid to see if he made any mistakes, and he's like, oh. And that's what they did. They soldered it down so that it would ruin the IHS if you remove it, so that it will no longer effectively cool the chip.
Where can I get the password? The door is locked.
That's intel for you. Oh, take it easy, bud.
Somebody listed a computer monitor, and it just said, and honestly, I don't even know if that is a computer monitor, because to be honest, that looks like a TV box. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably that old then.
Yeah, no, it's a flat screen, and it looks like a pretty decent one, but the fact that they don't know what the fuck it is, they just listed it as brand new computer screen.
It's probably not brand new then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I can't say because they only put one fucking image.
Okay,
well, it's probably 30 years old. So what are we doing here?
$200 for a
Wait, is this a Magic Square?
Fuck off. This is literally the exact same one you had me running on a couple weeks ago. For $200.
Class is supposed to start in 10 minutes.
What is it? Oh. Hell yeah. Now that's a desk. That's a gaming desk.
I mean,
for real though. I mean, I know that it's a college, obviously. I mean, but why the fuck is there carpet in there?
It's Ohio.
I don't know.
What the fuck? That's the first time I've ever seen carpet. Like, carpet is so unsanitary.
Yeah.
Especially in that kind of environment. you're gonna catch something from the carpet in that classroom. Don't give the carpet any skin-to-skin contact.
Finally, now I can go in the
basement. You might get herpes or some shit from the carpet. Who knows what the students do in that room when the teacher's not there?
Dude, this. Oh my god.
Oh wait, no, I mean when the teacher is there with them. Oh, fucking them.
So much blood.
You know, I fucked my art teacher in college for an A.
Slaughtered.
Because I'm really bad at art.
Fuck me. I don't
look
get
at this
it.
shit.
Who could have done
This
this?
guy's selling a Ryzen
Why?
7 1700 for $200, and he says, "I bought it,
Luckily, I didn't
never
destroy them.
opened, never used, still in the box, worth $250."
Well, because according to Amazon, I guess
Okay.
that's what they're worth. What's up, Joker? Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. Will do. Yeah, what's up, Skunks?
Cryptic
Finally
wants
made
to know
up
if he
his
can
mind.
get
Something
a login to
followed
the
me.
server.
Yeah, I can do it. I mean, if you just want him to have, or I was gonna say if he just wants to check it out or whatever, you can have him use yours temporarily. But yeah, I can get one set up.
Alright.
Because I would go set it up for him right now, but Mel's on the main machine, and I haven't wiped it yet. I'll set it all up for sure when I wipe it.
Alright, I'll be right back.
All right. I've just been slacking. Yeah, I'm literally just laying here watching Joker play the game. Yeah. That's trippy. He just got up and started walking.
To be honest, I don't think I'm gonna find a better deal than this fucking 9.7 deal.
Ah, there it is. Haha, it finally crashed. Told
Also,
you to restart it.
the fact that
Well, that's why it crashed. I'm sorry, honey. I love you.
Sorry, that was
You're fine.
involuntary.
You shouldn't have taken my advice and restarted. That's one of the few times I will have ever been wrong, and you just witnessed it. No, it probably helped to turn the graphics down a bit, but I'm kind of pissed about that because I was running it fine at like 200 FPS on max settings in the beta. It doesn't look any different at release. It just runs worse.
Wouldn't hurt his own interests.
Isn't she running that shit at like 1920 by 1080?
Yeah. Oh, well, I know Roman numerals. I got you. Okay. Well, yeah, this is a pretty big game, and everything's dark, so you're kind of running around aimless. Unless you know, speed run it over and over and know what you're looking for. Yeah. I just had an idea. I'm gonna make a game, and it's gonna be called The Hardest Game in the Universe. Its sole design is to make you good at aiming in CSGO, and also to be impossible to beat. Yeah. Maybe someday I'll actually make that game and put it on Steam just 'cause.
Aww, this makes me sad. Selling over 500 of my childhood comic books, $1 for each.
Okay. So why is he selling all his childhood comics? He got cancer or something?
No. Probably just because he wants the money, but... Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of sad. This guy clearly bought over, like, 570 comic books when he was a child, and now he's got to sell it because real life smacking him.
Yep. That's part of growing up in America as a slave. I guess. See, I don't know why you came back here. Your dad saved you from this place. Literally rescued your life and your soul.
Maybe someone's written one down.
And like you're like, no, I'm going back there, land of the free. I mean, the land of the thief and the home of the slave.
To be honest, it's just because all of the things I want in life.
They're here, and they're typically computers, especially, are cheaper here. You'll probably have a better. Well, actually, you know what?
I can always just make.
You probably have a better chance going pro as a Costa Rican than an American, though.
I mean, well, first of all, Costa Rica only has one pro CS:GO team, and they are trash. They've never made
That's my point.
Qualifier minor league.
Right, that's my point. Well, not the
team.
Not the team, just you individually.
Like, yeah, but I could join their team and then wipe 3 of them at the same time. They're terrible fucking players. So I couldn't, like, they're not good. The only thing is that the company, like the team, they only allow actual Costa Ricans to join the team.
Right, and that's why they're all bad.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's not even a joke. That's straight up.
It's not a joke. I wish it was a joke.
Nobody in Costa Rica can afford a computer. You think they're going to produce good players? No.
No. Well, and that's why I'm saying, like, dude, let's bring technology there.
This person, oh my god, I fucking love whoever listed this. Selling my entire pet rock collection, $5. Oh my god, some of those rocks don't even look that bad.
I won't ever get out like this. I must find some clues. Dang, people worked here, and I don't think they got lost all the time.
Why is it so fucking cold?
I guess they finally reached that point in their therapy where they,
no
it's
longer
time
need
for them
pet
to let
rocks.
go of the pet rock collection.
Their therapist finally got through to them that their rape fantasy actually never came true, and that it was in fact just a dream.
Yeah.
They no longer need to pet the pet rocks whenever they remember it.
Right.
By the way, I'm wondering why it's cold in here. It's because not only is the heater off, but I took my socks off for some reason.
Well, what were you thinking? That's where all your heat escapes. That and your head.
Yeah, and my head got fucking shaved.
Yeah, that too.
All my hair is gone.
I know, that's why I was like, dude, I don't know why you're shaving your head coming into winter, dude.
Yeah. Well, also, I come from an Italian family and a Puerto Rican family on my mother's side. Where we grow hair back like crazy.
Same. Dude, I cut my hair. It's back a week later. Oh my god, you already had the note. Okay. So
V is 5, and then if the I's come after, then it's
6.
More than 5. If the I's come before, it's less. They can go to 3.
So 6, 1, and 3. Yep, 6, 1, and 3.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're looking for VI. IV is 4. Okay. No, that's IV. Oh, okay. Oh, that door. Yeah, no. You're good. The one you just went through was VI. Okay, cool.
Dead man had written.
And then you're looking for 1.
Right.
Yep.
I'm on the right track.
And then 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we know where that is. So we need to go through 1 and then back over to that one.
Holy ferret.
What's up?
You wanna play some Smite?
Okay.
I wanna play Smite.
Shit. Yeah, I can still play it on hers.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I installed it on that computer.
There.
Yeah, I think I got rid of it to free up the space.
A bit of effort.
Oh yeah.
I can get out.
It shouldn't be too bad.
It'll probably take you like 30 minutes to an hour to install it.
You think so?
Oh wait, never mind. You're
running in circles. Damn it! I need a clue.
No, it'll probably take you only like 50.
Maybe someone's written one down somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh, you're good, bro.
Someone's here. Doesn't look very friendly. I should look at the map for some hints. Maybe it will tell me where Gilman left
Am I
the
still
other notes.
banned from fucking Hypixel?
Yes.
I probably am, to be honest. I've cheated on that server so many times. I've caught so many times. because I just don't give a shit, so I'm super blatant. But for some reason, they just won't permanently ban.
Because you're not hurting anyone else.
I mean, no, like I actually am.
But the explosion.
Like, Hypixel is a PvP Minecraft server. And so I'll go on that server and I'll just straight cheat.
Too often remain empty.
Oh.
And I don't care because what the thing is, like in Minecraft, it's not like hard. They attach accounts.
Only circumstantial.
So I can just straight cheat as hard as God will allow it without striking me down with lightning. And my younger brother.
So my question is, if we're so against cheats, then why would you do that in a competitive environment like that?
Because first of all, in Minecraft,
you won't do it in CS because you love it, but like, imagine if you love Minecraft imagine if I love Minecraft as much as you love CS, and then you're cheating on me in Minecraft in a PvP environment. That's not fair.
To be fair, I never do it in specific game modes. Sorry, Joker, you go and then I'll explain myself.
Okay, so 9, 7, and 8 is 9, and then VII is 7, and then VIII is 8. Yep.
Okay, so the reason I do it in Minecraft, right? Is because I don't join the actual like competitive Minecraft servers that have rewards and penalties for winning or losing. I essentially join like the Flying Scoutsman games, and those are the ones that I cheat in.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I won't join like an actual Bed Wars game where there's rewards and ranks and everything. I won't cheat in there. I won't even enter because I'm not that good at it and I can't win without cheats. I won't even enter.
Jeez. You're gonna burn something down.
Yeah, I'll enter the casual games and I'll just straight shit on everyone who cheats and it'll take 0 skill.
IX is 9, yep. IX. Yep, you're looking for 9, 7, 8.
mchypixel.net, what the fuck?
I didn't see it, it's so dark.
I'm banned for 9 more days? Oof. Fuck me. I hate this. Can they just permanently ban me already?
No. They need you to keep coming back to keep the numbers up.
I cheat so blatantly. I literally just hold down. It's essentially a spin bot, and I just fucking fly around the map shooting people. IX is 9. X is 10. If the I is before it, it's 1 less than 10. It's 9.
Yeah. Is it XI? Try coming from the other side. There it is.
Wow. Joker, I cannot believe you.
Well, the good news is, I mean, you could just wander aimlessly and happenstance across. Dude. Yeah, IX.
Okay.
Yeah, you want VII, and then you want VIII. 7 and then 8. Right.
Oi, Parrot, you should tell Mal about this fantastic deal you can get. You can get.
Oh shit.
Later, bro.
You can get 7 Zac.
So it was, what was next?
For $5.
I will fucking murder Zac Efron, and I will not feel remorse.
Neither will I. Can I watch?
Come in. Really? You have to ask?
Wait. If it's just 2 eyes, then it's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Well, I think once you make the connection as to how it works and the symbols, then it's fine. Because, like, for example, you know that V is 5, right? And well, so we'll surmise that I is 1, right? And then add another 1 for 2, add another 1 for 3. And then what you do is 5 is V. So IV is 4 because it is 5 is V minus 1. 6 is VI because it is V5 plus 1. So if it's on the left, you subtract. If it's on the right, you add.
I made a tiny little thing in the Discord that you can just look at.
Yep. Ta-da! We win!
You figured it out. You're no longer a nigger.
Oh wait, so you have to do another round of those door things?
Even death fails to grant an escape.
What the snuck? Yeah, I've seen those guys running around chasing you or whatever.
What would my parents think of me that I could make that joke in my group of friends, my close circle, that nobody would even notice? That I could say something like that and nobody would even care.
Oh, right.
Like, if I said that around their group of friends, I would be strung up by my testicles if it's set on fire.
Probably, yeah.
You don't understand how fucking SJW my parents' friends are. Like, the level of retarded that those people carry is truly impressive.
Question? What does Sarah Jessica Williams have to do with it? I know it's social justice. Because I'm sorry, before SJWs existed, SJW meant Sarah Jessica Wilson, and it still does.
Wait, isn't it Sarah Jessica Williams?
Is it Williams? And I just said Wilson? I thought it was Sarah Jessica Wilson. It might be Williams. I don't know. I think she's from Hollywood. I don't actually know where I learned the reference from. I just know that I learned it before the other, and it must have been
Sarah Jessica Williamsburg. So yeah, you're right.
Okay. XVII is 17. 10, 5, 2 is 7. Yeah. Well, and then the next one is 13. And then 14. So you're looking for 17, 13, 14. Got ya. Yo.
Damn, this guy is selling a 30.
Oh, I gotcha.
This guy is selling a $30,000 boat for $7.5 grand. What the fuck is wrong with that boat?
Probably the motor.
The motor can be replaced for less than $23,000. It's gotta be something else.
How about that?
I guarantee it.
Depends on the boat. Because I guarantee that is not 100% of a guarantee, and you cannot guarantee that.
I can guarantee with that boat. That's why I know it's a $30,000 boat.
Why? What kind of boat is it?
Hold on, let me pull up the fucking listing.
I mean, I'm sure a motor for like a speedboat or something isn't gonna be 20 grand, but I have seen them 8 to 10. Keep in mind, it's not like a car motor. Those motors are actually fucking waterproof.
Yeah, I know.
Those motors are so waterproof because they're the same motors that go in cars, but if you get a drop of water in your motor in your car, it'll hydrolock.
Yeah.
You get a drop of water in your motor in your boat, it'll also hydrolock.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder to tow a boat than it is a car.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because, like, for example, I mean, if there's a V10 down there, it could cost upwards of $10,000 to $20,000 to fix.
Yeah.
But my guess is they've had their fun and they're selling the boat for the lease fee for the new one. Or a down payment on something newer, something like that. Maybe they're upgrading to a yacht and they've got like 20 grand and the bank wants them to have 30. So they're selling it for the amount they need to put the down payment on the yacht. But I'm curious to know what kind of boat it is, because I mean, if it's a $30,000 boat, it's got to be like a Sea-Doo or something.
No, it's a fucking God damn it, I can't remember the brand.
Is it the M1? What's the M1?
No, it's a something. Chaparral?
Oh, Chaparral. Chaparral. Yeah. Oh, it's a Chaparral. Really?
Yeah. Like I know these boats because we used to live like right next to the beach. I mean, we do live right.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Good luck finding a motor for that boat for under like 50 grand. Because of, as I said, brand name.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put a different motor in, but an OE motor, Chaparral is typically a more expensive brand.
Yeah, I know you can.
I mean, is it just like a small leisure boat, or is it like a bigger, like a?
It's a small leisure boat.
Okay.
It can probably seat like maybe 8 people comfortably.
Oh yeah, if it's an 8-man Chaparral, $30K retail. Because here's the thing, with boats, typically like 70 to 80% of the cost of the boat is the cost for the motor.
Yeah, I mean,
because the boats themselves, they're just fiberglass. They're super cheap to make the boat.
Yeah, when you get into these luxury boats, the 3 biggest things that you're going to be paying for are definitely, obviously,
engine.
Yeah, the motor is definitely
and brand name.
And then, well, I mean, brand name I wouldn't count as one of those factors when you're looking at.
But
boats,
it is a factor that is one of the only factors that determines the cost.
Yes.
Like for example, a $12,000 Sea-Doo boat of equivocal quality is going to outperform and last longer than a Chaparral, but it's not going to go as fast.
Yeah,
because it's got a smaller motor.
Yeah, again, you're not wrong about the brand name effect. I'm just saying, like when I'm talking about boats,
what would you count as the factor?
It would definitely be like the luxury features that are on the boat. So things like
amenities,
things like built-in electrical outlets, like
amenities.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the thing though, is
I've never seen a boat.
I've never seen a boat that didn't come with outlets and a radio and speakers and whatnot. Like, I mean, really?
Yeah,
I mean,
radios you have on pretty much every boat. Yeah.
Right. I mean, unless it's like, like a fishing boat or something, but then it's not even really a boat. It's more of a canoe.
Yeah, but that's
just a metal boat shell. Right, like a boat. Like.
Sorry, Joker, you're
like a motorboat.
Out of this conversation.
Well, I'm still watching. He's just explaining what he's doing in the game. Oh, sweet. Is this the end? Oh, just for the level or the chapter. Yeah, oh, cool. I'm surprised he isn't like made of coal, considering the theme of the entire level. This is cray-cray.
Since I've already seen it, I might as well just spoil it for you. It's no.
Yeah, he actually picked up where you left off.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Ferret's internet's not fast enough. YouTube's not loading. Oh no. I missed it.
Oh no.
Oh, the boss is over. It's not like I'm watching the stream right now. It's loaded.
Gilman. God.
I literally clicked YouTube.
I had no heart, bastard!
What happened?
I know, dude. If your computer's fast enough and you've got fast internet like this, it's almost as if the pages were already loaded. Like they're on the screen before you clicked. You just didn't notice. It happens to me all the time.
I have to run. If he so much as touches me, I'll freeze to death.
Did I even click it yet? How did that know? I must have already had it open. It's like the edges, the entire internet. Well, see, and I'm not running alone. I used to watch this. I used to have they can't run it on its own.
Jumbo?
Legend.
Ice is coming for you.
Terry.
That's funny. I just did a Mexican accent. Come for the win.
I need to be
Barely running.
Many of those rascals freeze me to death.
And I did not intentionally make that joke that way. That was
trying to freeze you out.
The heart is his weakness. If I can hit him there,
You can see that.
all be over.
Exactly. That was my second point. Like,
it's a video game, not a real life simulator.
Right. If you want the real life simulator, just fucking get off your ass and go outside. But I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah,
I'd rather do this.
Shit.
Fuck this shit. I don't need that bitch. Oh shit, you actually died that time.
No, he just missed his jump, so he had to commit suicide.
He went full Sudoku, bro.
The heart is his weakness. If I can hit him there, all be over.
What, commit suicide?
Yeah, are you aware that that's not actually what Sudoku is? Or...
Sudoku is like 3,000 years old. and I'm a mathematician. That is literally the one game I actually enjoy to like go. Like I like other games very a lot. I like Go and Sudoku are like, yeah, I spent years playing Sudoku.
Can you imagine if this motherfucker...
Right? He's like, I'm gonna freeze you. Oh no, I'm gonna throw you. I thought he was gonna kiss you for a second. I thought he was like crazy. Holy shit balls.
I told you to get out!
He's coming in your ass.
My hands are frostbit now.
Ow!
Get to the chopper! I am the double
Have you seen him now?
Dude, I know Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnie? Yeah, I know Arnie. I met Arnie when I was working for a telemarketing company. I literally cold called him one day. Trying to sell him IPTX posted IPTX. Yeah.
Dodge it.
It's like a PDX system, but it's hosted over VoIP. So it's like way cheaper. Like, I sold the technology to Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer for like $40 million. I got like $10,000. Like, I literally had the liaison between the CEO of the company that I was working and the CEOs and like the IT stuff at Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer because they have their own privatized fiber network across country.
Mm.
And they wanted to host their own version of it, and they were willing to pay royalty to like license the software, the back end.
Yeah.
So I had to liaison like the whole deal.
Huh.
And I ended up meeting Arnie by another random cold call out in California. I was calling what I thought was the Fresno courthouse. But turns out when Arnie got the governorship out there, he also got the deed to the courthouse. He offered it to me. So I could probably actually take him up on that offer and own the old courthouse in Fresno, California. Well, because we were going to fill it full of servers and set it up and all that shit and set up our own deal. Like basically just set up a server because he wanted to convert the entire state of California to VoIP. It never ended up happening, but
Bro, by the way, fuck California. Just that's out there. Continue, Joe.
Nah, dude. Fuck California. California's the only place I want to be because it's the only place in America that isn't fucking American. They were the first ones to allow people to smoke weed and have freedoms again. I agree with the three strikes law. Well, that's the thing though, is I like how liberal and progressive they are, because instead of telling you what you can and can't do, they set laws and leave pretty much everything else to your own choice. Well, like, who the fuck am I to tell you that you can't fucking smoke a joint? If it doesn't cause you to run around and murder people for no reason like Angel Dust does, then who is it harming? If you choose to harm yourself, go for it.
Okay, but here's the thing, is that they're actually very American. They're one of the most American states in the sense that they tell you that they don't harm anyone, but that's only if you agree with what they want you to do, like smoking weed, like fucking progressive. If you're not smoking weed and being super progressive, they don't let you do whatever you want.
Well, I think you can simply choose not to smoke weed, and then boom, win-win.
But
that's
if you
what I'm talking about.
You have the freedom that isn't expressly, excessively, I can't express that enough.
I was going to say, how do you know this? Because I know plenty of people from California. I've been there several times in my life, and the people are not like that.
Every single person who's ever spoken about California that I've ever met, people that I trust very much, have said that that's how it is over there. And
I mean, maybe if you're living in like Hollywood, it's like that, yeah. But if you're in like Fresno or Upper North, I highly doubt it. Like Humboldt County is one of the nicest places I've ever been. The people are literally just nice. I mean, that's where all the rainbow families and shit are, though. Like that's pretty much Hippieville.
This is a damn good cell, okay? So
but I haven't been to Hollywood. I haven't been to LA, and I won't go there because because I assume that those places are exactly
like i5 642 quad core. It's 2.8. Now, granted, keep in mind this is a 300.
Wait, did you just say it has an i5 what?
6402P.
Oh, 6402. I had 642, and I was like, move along, please. That's a first gen.
No. I probably just missed it.
You're good. I was like, if that's a first gen, it wouldn't even have like AVX or SSE or anything. It wouldn't even run CSGO. It would do the same thing the server does. And it would say, your hardware does not support the graphics requirements. Unfortunately, your graphics card is fine, but your CPU is a piece of shit.
Kill yourself, you fucking Jewish prick.
You got the cores, you got the clocks. I don't know what's wrong. It's just shit.
But yeah, it's also got it's got 8 gigs of DDR4 and 3000 megahertz. It's got the GTX 970 4 gig. It's got a 220 gig SSD, 1 terabyte hard drive, and it's got 2 RGB strips.
Does it come with peripherals and monitor or no?
No, but this is a $350 computer.
I don't give a shit. You just told me it's a $350 computer with 8 gigs of RAM in it. And a Ryzen. Like, I can build...
No, it doesn't have a Ryzen in it. It has an Intel 9.5.
Oh. Wait, yeah.
It's a 6th gen 9.5.
6402P, but it's a P series, meaning that it's a fucking laptop processor.
But
it's not going to perform any better than the laptop you already have.
Yeah, but this is a GTX 970 unit, and it's got...
Well, that will perform better. Okay, the 6402... Because it's not designated T. What's the P designation? That's...
They might have just missed. That might not even supposed to be.
No,
it might be a typo.
No, there's a 6402P. I'm looking at that right now on ARC.
Okay. Holy shit! They list for like $200. What the hell?
No. I mean, yeah, back in 2015.
I've left my wife alone and there's a maniac on the prowl. I just hope she's all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way it's that good.
No, it's a 2.8 gigahertz processor with 4 cores and 4 threads. It's not even hyper-core.
Yeah.
It has 6 megs of upper level cache. It's a 65 watt TDP.
Who wants to play Counter-Strike?
I'll play, but I don't want to play.
Emma!
What do you want to play?
Yeah, I'm on the
Wingman, to be honest.
I'm on the Steam box, so I shouldn't be relied on in any capacity because I'm even worse now. You know, to be completely honest, that is a solid quad-core chip, but at the price point of $350, I'd say move along.
For $350, the GPU alone puts that at over market value.
What happened?
No, SSD.
No.
Why do you look like
hard
this?
drive. An SSD
No,
and a hard drive.
because you're looking at a $30 SSD. You're looking at a $20 hard drive. You're looking at $30 of memory. You're looking at a $40 to $50 processor on probably a $40 to $50 motherboard.
Thing is,
I'm only seeing $200 worth of content here, bro. You're you're paying double.
No, but then you're also not counting.
Yes, in 2015,
but before I commit
when
to
that
any
launched,
game,
it was worth $182. It's not worth that now.
Did you meet the
I
sheriff?
know. I'm saying, but the GPU is also worth over $100. So that's definitely.
No, I must have missed him.
Yeah,
I found the
but
telegram
it's
still.
a huge
And believe it or not, the
GPU,
diary
so
I
it's
told you
not
Diary?
over $100. I want
Nicholas's
you to
diary.
take that number and cut it
It'll
to
help me
fucking
to
half.
prove
Stop
that.
doing
I
that.
just need to
Stop
find
comparing
remaining
retail
pages and
views
then-
because
No, I'm
never
not.
You're
gonna
doing
work
it
out.
again.
Retail,
Someone
this is
wants
worth
to
more
kill
than
us, and all you're
I'm
worried
talking
about is
what I would
work?
pay for it.
Why don't you think
I'd
about
pay
me?
$100
About our child?
It's a damn
I
good
do
card.
think all the time.
True.
Then do something
That's
to
true.
keep us safe.
But that's
and
really
do it
all you're
fast.
paying for.
Also,
You're
this
paying
has-
$100 for the
I
card
promise.
and $100 for the rest of the, literally the rest of the computer.
But I'm also counting other things, like it's got obviously the case itself is worth
Emma's
$50.
on edge.
Count that.
She's
It's got
Why?
four
Better check what the
aftermarket
sheriff is up
fans.
to.
They're pretty decent fans.
Luckily,
They
I've got some
are
car
thermal takes. They're not
Okay.
phenomenal, but you know they're
Thermal
they're
takes
extra
get good
fans.
airflow. Thermal
Yeah,
takes
it also
all
has
the
an aftermarket. And also
all
an
of the
aftermarket
important
cooler.
fans in my case are thermal take.
Yeah, an aftermarket
Because I
cooler.
couldn't afford Noctulas. But again, I was on a budget. I got the best fans I could get for my budget, and that was the least of my priority. There's 16 fucking fans in the case. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
I think one of them's actually failing.
Where did he
one
get
of the
that
$3
from?
ones.
An
I put
uncle
in
from
there.
the KGB?
Yes, this one's got 4 case fans. They're all thermal take.
Okay.
And then it also has an aftermarket cooler on the CPU, which is good because
What's
Intel's
this?
shit stock coolers.
Yeah, that is
In the
true.
late 19th
Yeah, it also comes with
century,
2
the Hyde
LED
family,
strips
in
or
order to
RGB
avoid
strips.
further
Well,
association
I
with
mean,
the
I can buy
accusations
2
against
RGB
Jacob Hyde,
strips
legally
for
changed
$2.
their name
I know,
to
I'm just saying,
Stevenson.
it does increase.
Do not count them. No, it doesn't. Don't
To
count
me
them.
it does because
Am I
it
supposed
looks
to believe
nice.
that
and
my
Don't
family
fucking count them. I
hides
already gave you 2.
one and the same? That's
for
fucking
free.
absurd.
Because I
Yeah,
got them
someone
for
would have
free
told me
because I
we had
ordered one set from
stories in
China
our
and they
family
sent me
history.
4 sets for some
Wouldn't they?
reason. They sent me one and then they
Unless-
sent me another one a week
unless
later
it's
and then I got
bullshit.
another one a week
Bullshit
later and I was
invented by
like,
the sheriff.
why do I
He
keep
wanted
getting
to
these?
set
I
me
only
up, mess
ordered
with my
one.
head.
By the way,
Was he even a real
this
sheriff?
is a Molex
Fuck, I seriously can't put
I
my
can
finger
guarantee
on
you it
this.
doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I thought I was hoping
It does not. No, it's an 8th gen Intel. It's a modern computer. Modern computers don't have Molex connectors.
Alright, I'm gonna pop into
Another
it.
secret. A hidden room in our house.
One thing
I have
though,
to check it out. That
the only
fucker could have
reason
even
why I
been
would
there when we
not
moved in.
consider this a good
Too
deal
bad I didn't know about it
is I
before.
have to buy my own 2 sticks in memory, and the reason is that this
Well-
is an 8 gig stick, not 2.
Right, it's a single
Not 2
8 gig
sticks, yeah.
stick.
That's
Which
the only
puts
thing.
it
The
at-
only
Any place
thing.
that
But it
gets
is
me open,
DDR4,
just
you
like in the
said, right?
picture.
Yes.
And you said it was DDR4 3000?
Yes.
Which is not bad. That's like a $20,
Yeah,
$30
it's like,
stick.
$20, $30 stick, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, though, that I would have to spend another $45 to get my 2 sticks.
Because you need 2 sticks. Well, yeah.
Well, I would.
Well, actually, no, you don't need 2
Actually,
sticks.
it's an Intel.
Here's
so
why.
I would-
It's
yeah.
an Intel. It's not a Ryzen, and it's not an APU. Well, it
Yeah.
it does have an embedded graphics, but you're not
Yeah,
going
but
to
I wouldn't
be
use
using
it.
it. Right,
Not
and
a
the
6
Intels,
so.
the Intels do just fine. They
number
address
sequence
memory
isn't
the same
right.
way. They don't, and it's not. Well, you would want 2 sticks of memory if that was a hyper-threaded processor, which is what the P means, is that it is not hyper-threaded. It is 4 cores, 4 threads. It is a true quad-core only.
To be honest with you, the only reason why I'd swap it out is because the memory that I have looks beautiful, and I would want 2 of them in there.
Yeah.
That was well
thought. Which is not, it's up to me, it's my money.
Well, ultimately that's true, yes. But I'm going to have an aneurysm if you waste your money. Because I'm
Gotta check that out.
Okay, like if I had already, like if I was working and I already had enough money and I could give you guys cash for letting me stay here,
words and
I was building my own computer, fuck off, I'm buying 2 extra sticks of memory just because I can.
Well, yeah, go for it. I mean, I would have too. I would have populated all 4 DIMMs if I had had the extra cash, but
yeah,
I knew what I wanted and I knew I didn't the memory right away. I wanted the computer to run.
To be honest with you, I see it this way. If it's going to cost me $20 to put 2 more sticks of memory in there that look absolutely fucking stunning,
why the fuck not?
And it technically is increasing performance as small as the increase is, so I'm just trying to, give myself a reason to do it.
Oh,
at this point. But yeah, I'll do it. I'll fucking spend the extra 30 fucking bucks. It's worth it in my mind.
So 6 megs of L3. Ooh.
Also, I've seen
the L1 data and instruction cache is scopic on that.
Yeah, I mean, if he was listing it for $350 and it had if it was something so small, it's like.
I bet it gets 30 FPS on Fortnite on low though.
I know who he is.
Not with the fucking intensity. It'll easily shred Fortnite.
No, because the processor ain't gonna be able to keep up. Well, it is still 60.
Fortnite is almost all GPU.
And it is Intel chip. Your single core performance is gonna be on point as well. I'm trying to see how it compares to something else. Oh shit. Here we go. Somehow you've made it. Ah, fuck! That fucking dude literally just threw a bag over my head, bro. What the fuck?
What kind of nigger shit is that? Joker, what kind of porn do you watch?
If anybody here wants to play CS, join 2N.
Alright, I'll be over there in just a moment. So yeah, apparently yeah, makes sense. So I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to understand this. So Passmark, I looked for a comparison on Passmark, like the equal comparison on AMD side to the i5 6402P. And they're putting it with the Ryzen 5 2400G.
Oh.
Which is weird because the Ryzen 5 2400G is literally shitting on it.
Yeah,
but
I was just gonna say
the margin,
and I know the Ryzen 5 2400G is better.
Well, of course, but the margin is surprisingly slim comparatively speaking. Like on CPU Mark, the scores are not that far off from each other. The standard deviation is quite low.
Yeah.
Why is he protecting me? What is he trying to tell me?
I mean, if you talked him down to 250 for it, I'd tell you it's a good deal.
Yeah. I mean, if I could get him down to 300...
Secret of the Hive.
That would still be a
hide?
solid deal. I mean, but that's the thing, is like...
What? And where?
If you're selling something used, here's the thing. The reason they're selling it used on the internet like that is because the pawn shop offered them $50 for it.
Especially
so if you
since
offer
the detective couldn't write down her testimony. It's been
like,
years.
What I would do is I'd go with
she's still alive.
low ball and I'd be like, oh, 2
right.
like, oh no, let's list it for 350, and I'd be like, well, the thing is, I'm not buying it. Let's got dual channel, and that's what I'd fucking push.
Right, and I'd be like, it's also dated hardware. I get that it's an Intel and a 970, but I could throw a 970 with a Ryzen. Like, I don't give a shit about your chip, because the newer Ryzens that are cheaper will outperform. You know, ultimately it comes down to how old is this computer? This computer is 5 years old. You're not going to pay current retail for a 5-year-old computer because it's so old, the price has gone up. Yeah. That's what I've been saying with the bell curve, computer part prices, okay? That's why it's better to buy medium, because you're getting more performance per dollar spent for the longest period of time. That's why when I build a computer, it's going to last me 10 to 20 years. If you build your computer that you sent me, you're only going to have it for 3 or 4 years before it's...
To be fair, that was exactly what I
to the detective.
Yeah.
But you're only playing CSGO on it. So, with that said, it's not like your demand is going to go up in 5 years. You're not going to be trying to play AAA games in 5 years. You're probably just going to slap in a better GPU to get some better frames on cache.
But not even just that. Like, there are so many better AM4 socket type CPUs that I could put in at any point in human fucking history in the near future. Like, I can upgrade to like 12 different layers of AM4.
There's something up
that computer. If I need
Oh, that computer,
yeah, the one that I'm
looking at, no.
No, obviously not. Yeah, no.
And it's an 1151. It's pretty much one of the best chips you're going to be able to fit in that slot.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, because I'm building an AM4 CPU motherboard.
Well, it is worth noting, however, that oh no, it is comparing quad to quad. For some reason I read that backwards and I was like, wait, but it's a Ryzen 5, how is it a dual core? I was like, how can you compare a quad core to dual core? How is a dual core shitting on a quad core? And then I realized they're comparing a quad core true to a quad core hyper-threaded.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is if AMD can really do this with their hyper-threading, they're going to be shitting on Intel for a long time.
And not even just that, the Ryzen and it's just all around better.
And that's the thing, is if you're with that 3% bonus you get on your single core performance only by spending $1,000 on a Intel chip, you can save yourself $1,000 in exchange for like between 1 and 3% of your single core performance for a boost in your multi-core performance.
And again, what I always say is something to consider is that with that Intel chip, we'll never fucking upgrade it. You can't. With the Ryzen chip, you can upgrade it to 6 higher versions of the fucking chip that will go in that fucking socket. And
plus several unreleased versions that will fit that socket as well.
Because they're,
and
also,
because it's current gen, those parts that are expensive right now are going to get cheaper in the future before they get more expensive.
And something else to note, is that if you're not running an aftermarket cooler, you need an aftermarket CPU. The Intel one, you don't.
Correct.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spend an extra $40-$50
and most all of the Ryzen.
Yeah, and then also they will be able
or you might have to set up some chips, dude, 100 megahertz is enough. Like, you don't notice that big of a difference when you jump 100 megahertz. You do notice that big of a difference, like, for example, my achievement on 3D Mark.
Yeah.
Overclocking more than 150% over stock will do it.
Yeah.
I got that on an old Opteron. It was an 800 megahertz processor, single core. I overclocked it to 3.6 gigahertz on a. And when the fan on the CPU cooler went out, I pulled the side of the case off and just put a 20-inch box fan there.
Holy shit!
It was a server for like 20 years.
Yeah, we had a desktop in Costa Rica that the fan went out on the CPU, and because my dad was like, "Oh, I'm not buying another cooler because I'm just not doing it. The computer's not worth that much to me."
Right. Yeah, just put a box fan on it.
Yeah, but like I came up with that idea. I was like, but wait a minute, what exactly is the cooler? Because I didn't know anything about computers back then.
Right, it just blows air over the metal part.
Yeah, I was like, Dad, explain to me, please. I want to play this on the computer. And he was like, okay, here's the chip. The chip is covered by a metal block. The metal block is cooled by the fan. The fan cools off the metal block. The metal block is cooling off the chip. And I was like, but couldn't we just get another fan for it? He's like, no, we don't sell fans in the country. And I was like, fuck. So couldn't we just get like a big fan and put it on it? And he was like, not really. You could, but
you just take the side of the case off and set the fan there, and as long as air is moving over that piece of metal,
he was thinking that I meant like one of those big
attaching it to it.
That we have one of those, and then setting it like a couple feet away from the computer, and then just literally blowing air on the computer. That's what he thought I meant. That's why he swept it away. He's like, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
I was talking about
the box fan works. I can confirm. You can overclock an 800 megahertz Opteron from like the 90s or early 2000s. You can take one of those 800 megahertz Opterons and overclock them to 6 gigahertz with nothing more than a box fan.
Yeah, so what we first did, we had one of those little desk fans very cool off during the summer months.
Yeah.
We just put that on the side of the computer, and he was like, it kind of worked. It wasn't quite clean enough.
Was it an Intel chip?
Yes, it was.
Because Intel run hot. The only reason
I know that now.
Because it was with AMD.
Yeah, I know that now. But we can go back.
That's why that whole meme, you know, was like 100K and the house is on fire. Well, if that's because that actually happened, somebody overclocked 9900K on air and it started on fire, and then it started their house on fire. So that meme comes from reality. Somebody actually burnt their house down by buying a 9900K, and that was the meme. It's like, imagine you get this beast processor, and then you realize, you don't have homeowners insurance.
So what we wound up doing was I had this fan that I had got for my laptop had 2 fans in it, one on the CPU, and then it had just another internal fan. And then the other internal fan, it was supposed to be for like a gaming mode. You press a little button on the keyboard, it's like press it and the other fan on so get hot.
Right.
But that fan went out. If that fan went out, the CPU fan wasn't getting enough because it wasn't on the right side of the laptop because they didn't design it right, etc., etc.
Of course.
So so we had bought this other fan, fucking weird little contraption. It's not weird to me now, but it was weird then. It's literally you clip it on the side of the laptop, and then you plug it in through USB. And
those.
Yeah. And so I was like, wait a minute, Dad. I have ideas. Can't we just pull the plastic cover off the and he's like, we can. Give me 5 minutes. That's what we did. And it more than worked. That's it was a little loud at times, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's the thing is there's got to be some compromise, noise versus cool performance, because a quiet fan is not going to cool very well. But a loud fan is going to cool well, but it's going to be loud. I don't care how much noise my computer makes, it's a fucking machine. And I'm playing with headphones, so it's not like I can hear it anyway.
Okay. Skunks is saying he really needs another person to run their queue something.
Yeah, go for
it. He says we're going to be going. We'll try.
Yeah.
So I have to warm up.
Oh, I'm sticking around. They only got 1 slot.
All right. See you, boys.
Later, bud. Hell yeah.
I can't go
no, I'm still watching. That's why.
Must be
I was gonna jump over there and see what he needed, but then he said he's got the 1 slot. I'd rather have Lucy play so they have a better chance of winning anyway. I'm just kind of relaxing. You get chocolate on my mouse, did you?
Now I can lower the bridge.
On it or in it? I don't care. Mostly.
What is your thoughts on
I think it looks really, really good, honey.
Like you can get.
Well, yeah, you're making money, you're in the positive, you're doing your research, you're doing the game. Your animals aren't getting sick, yada yada, you know. Here we go.
Shut up.
Yeah, I've been watching you while we're chatting. So, honey. Oh shit. I'm hungry. I'll eat ramen if you'll make it. Well, you can. I'm just too lazy to cook my own. I'm hungry. I'm like still not hungry enough to cook my own food because I don't have the energy left to cook in order to feed myself. The battery's dead. I'm like, I don't know. See that? I love you. I told you my body's been weird all morning. Like my mouth doesn't work right. I can't feel my body.
For you, I have like 3 more small work that I need to go. So,
I will help you pick out animals for them. Okay. I suppose.
I have to wash this and use.
Yup. No, I don't. Is your leg asleep too?
No,
Well, that's why I was going to lay down because I can't feel my left side. I love it. No, you're good. You're good.
Get out.
Woot. It's gonna be fucking sweet. Oh, of course. Hell yeah. I know the post-processing, they definitely turn that up in this area. Because, like, I've noticed a bunch of, like, cool little post-processing tricks and stuff they're using in the environment. Yeah. What do you do with the matches anyway? Oh, okay. Because I seen you collecting them as you're running around. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you just use a match to do that. Okay. I got you. The torch. Yeah, but the fuel lasts a lot longer. That was weird. Right. Yeah.
The highs ain't letting me off. I know too much. That's why they're making all these threats.
Right.
What am I to do? Today a detective will come around. I can feel it in my heart. He's an upright fellow. But pretty Lord, save me from the fiend that keeps roaming the woods.
Okay. Because, yeah, see, that's post-processing, how it's getting all blurry and stuff. Like, I noticed they started using those effects once you got, like, into the swamp part.
I just hope she herself is alive.
Yeah, my theory is that he's starting to get, like, sleep deprived. I mean, how long has he really been here out at this house dealing with all this stuff, you know? Like, was it hours, days, weeks? Well, right. I mean, you know, do they give you an idea of the time scale? Have we been here for, you know, days or weeks? No. Right. Okay. Because that's what I'm saying is like, you know, I feel like it could be like symbolic of sleep deprivation or something, or maybe there's something in the air, or starting to get exposed to toxins or drugs. Or... See, because that was weird. You walked in and now everything is like, fuck.
Maybe there's something left.
It's all hazy and shit.
Some records, anything. I'll search the place while I'm here.
Nope. I love you. No, I didn't buy anything.
You!
Check 'em.
How dare you come here! Go away!
Because I wanted to lay down.
Christ be gone, Satan!
I did. I think I got some cool things that you didn't already have. I almost bought one. And then I was like, good, I should go see what she has. Because, yeah, I bought that frog, and I almost bought one of those.
Maria might have left notes about the events from the past.
And then I was like, I'll see what she's got by 3 different ones. And so I did. They're on their way to the exhibits, but you'll need to set up the exhibits, like temperature, humidity, and stuff. And put your speaker and your little things on a hippopotamus. No, that means that... Oh, wait, are they aging inside there? Do they age in there now? Because I think them not aging in there was just a beta thing. All of those animals in there are probably going to die in there. From old age. Just keep an eye on them and see if they're aging. Huh. They are, aren't they?
The door's locked. I can't.
Because otherwise that number means.
Always has the key on her.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, because otherwise that number means that their value on the marketplace has gone down by that much since you bought them. So it's not saying you lost the money. It's saying you overpaid for the animal. If you'd have waited till now to buy it, its value would have gone lower because there are more of them available.
Has been dead.
Because all of these animals you see on the market are put on there by other players, with the exception of the Planet Zoo ones and a few other ones. That Planet Zoo populates occasionally, but it's totally random. Nobody knows how it works yet.
Pray pray to thee. Give me salvation.
Uh-huh. Oh, there's these two different really cool snakes, though, that you didn't have. Because you have a Death Adder.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's looking for you. Well, he's got to go that way, though. I can't wait to hear your theory. Oh, this is trippy. Wait, so what, you touch him and then he run away? Or... Oh, you stole the key. I got you. Hmm. Why are you trapped now? Oh shit. You're... So do you just have to stay out of her light bulb then? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So does she run the same circuit, or is it like... Okay. Well, at least there's that. Yeah, I hear ya.
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. Trying to get my unwanted. It's rude. No, you're fine. I love you. Well, it's not. I love you. Oh shit, there's crosses on the doors and all the blood. I know what this was. This was a church 100 years ago. Oh no, I was just, because you see the crosses on the doors and junk.
I'm not safe here.
And it
I need to get out of this damn swamp.
That was like no longer a church though, but like turned into a house, or it's like a pastor's house.
What have you seen?
This whole section
Tell me.
Super religious room. Oh Jesus! So
who
well,
killed those people? Who blew up the mine? What is my family secret? Tell me.
It wasn't Old Hyde. The detective was wrong. It was him who killed the devil himself.
Wherever
the old
there's
Hyde thing, or
violence
the
and
thing
tragedy,
about his family.
there's you. Wait!
Oh, okay.
Stop! You hear me? If it wasn't my father, then who? And why did he do it? Who is he? Why did he kidnap and murder? What does it have to do with me and my family? Whoever hides behind that mask. This time, I can't let him get away.
See, I knew it. She called him the distant house that had a bunch of crosses, and now you're getting into a boat to paddle down a river. The river Styx. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, see, that's why I'm curious what ending you're going to get on Frank, because you literally just got in a rowboat and went down the river Styx after going through. Like, it's an ages-old tale. But I want to see if it really happens the way I think it's going to play out, like it did in the biblical stories, or if it's... Well, I don't know, because I never actually beat Myst. But I know the historical stories. You know. Right. Well. Okay. Well, so they're not like the same person reincarnated through bloodlines. Okay. Because they are. Because that's what the Assassin's Creed stuff. Yeah. So bloodlines are real.
Oh, fuck! Don't do this to me now! Stop!
A really old Masonic exposure is going to come into play. Yeah. Alright, we're going to crash our car now. So this is Adam. Take it and kick out the window. Whew. Damn, son.
Son of a bitch.
Were you holding your breath too?
I never thought he would do something like that.
Because I was.
It's not just the keys and the messages. He wants to get rid of me. Emma, she stayed at home and he's there with her.
I didn't realize it until you came up above water. I was literally holding my breath the whole time. Well, yeah, I felt like I was in the car. You did. You did. It
Emma,
is. Like,
just a little more.
Pretty
I can do
fucking
it.
immersive.
I have to.
I feel like it's a bit complex for me. Well, it's a bit hard, but... Right. At least how it started or whatnot, or maybe how it ended. And I like
What's
a good
going on?
story like that.
Where's it coming from?
You know, be able to come to your own theories and... There are just people hanging from the tree. Wow. Because who are those people? Does he know them?
Emma! Emma, are you here? The traces are leading to the basement. Where did he drag her? Our basement? Why? They went this way.
Yeah, I remember.
He knows this house better than I do.
Oh shit, you found a fucking micro cassette recorder. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's kind of documenting on the tape. Right. So is this the last one? Yeah, babe? Huh? Of course it's chapter 13.
Who are you? You won't deceive me anymore. We end this today.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do it. Yeah, the only reason I've had it off is because every time I talk, I hear myself in echo. Because, like, I'll talk and then I'll hear myself while I'm talking, and it throws me off.
How is that possible?
That's a trip.
What's happening to me? Judge Norton. Why am I seeing him again?
Poor old scoundrel. I never wished you well, Norton. But this...
It was him, Jacob. It was him.
Who?
In the mine.
Okay.
That was also him.
Oh, of course.
I'll get you out
Jacob
of here.
Hyde.
And you'll tell me everything.
Right?
Hold on.
Okay.
This way, quickly.
Oh, God damn it! He's back!
Well, probably Jekyll.
I've told you time and time again, you snot, you can't come in here! This is a job for grown men! They go deep underground, drilling and sweating away in the dark to extract the ore from the earth. You only get in their way!
Why does it all come back to me? I must get out of here.
Do you really want to sit in the dark? Do you like breaking rules?
Forgive me, Father. It won't happen again.
Where'd you now?
I feel like I probably should have had the audio on. Well, I am reading those subtitles, though.
Please, I'll go crazy if you don't let me out. Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, Nicholas.
Well,
he will be sorry.
What we're getting is the story of Jekyll and Hyde.
We have to help each other.
And that's
the whole
because
world
the spelling
is against people like
of
us.
his last name.
It's all my fault. No, it's not. It's their fault. And they will pay. Your old man and the others.
There we go.
No. We cannot think that way. We can do anything. Ever since he said you ruined his life, since he started to lock you up in here, I deserved it. He cheated on her. Did you know? And he didn't want her to have you, the most respected son of a bitch in Blackstone. Stop it! You're confusing me! It's time for revenge. First, I will fuck up the mine. What do you say? I know where the old man keeps the dynamite boxes.
This way. This is my chance.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think so. I think that's you talking to yourself when you were a kid. Yeah.
You
I think this is the story of
Father, I didn't do it!
Stay away from my
more
ear,
or less.
Don't scare off the guests. Don't steal from the rules.
Through your
But I've never, I swear to God.
And memories.
How dare you take his name in vain? You have no God in your heart. You damn little shit.
Said a hustler with a heart of shit. It's not just things disappearing in this inn, but the guests too.
You were supposed to help me, not get me in trouble!
People are trouble. Man. You will see that when you finally open your eyes. Now, it's time for me to open fire.
You're back, Nicholas.
There's Hyde.
Couldn't escape.
Wow.
Father?
Yeah, it turned audio on me.
How is this possible?
I didn't realize I was missing all of this dialogue. I thought everything was getting subtitled.
Blew up the mine. Murdered all those people.
What?
John was right.
Your father.
Don't come any closer. Stay away.
Oh no, it's buffering. Oh, there we go. So, if I heard that right, he called him father, and then he just accused you of Okay. Yeah, you're good, I can tell. Well, I was saying, if I heard him right, you just called him Father, the guy that looks like Dr. Jekyll, and then he accused you of blowing up the mine and burning everything, right? Okay. That's what I thought I heard him say. Because I thought he said you blew up the mine to you. Okay, because I thought he said like you burned it all and you blew up or something like that. You blew up the mine. It was just implied. Okay. Well, because like I get the feeling that this is the telltale story of like DID, and it's gonna be you.
If
really it is, I'm gonna be disappointed.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Where's that voice coming from?
I will.
Is this happening?
Oh,
right
sweet.
Adam!
Face.
Emma! Emma, you're here!
See, well, because like the title of the game is The Beast Inside, and then it seems like you're dealing with like DID kind of thing, from what I can tell. And I'm like, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde were the same person.
Is it real?
Oh, okay. It's a really old story. They actually made a movie out of it and stuff. But basically, it's like this scientist who creates this serum that turns him into, because he was Mr. Hyde, and he creates this serum. It turns him into Dr. Jekyll, and Dr. Jekyll's like super evil and just fucked up shit. But like Mr. Hyde is never aware of what Dr. Jekyll's doing. It's basically like what I have, like dissociative identity disorder.
There's no coming back.
And it's like the same guy. I will. I can't wait. It's such a good fucking game, dude. Oh, it is. Here's the looking mirror. Okay. Whoa. So is this the key you took from Emma, right?
It's over.
Okay.
You can't get away. Hear me. You're not going to get away with it. I know what you did. I followed the trail of your crimes. I've been to all the places you've spilled blood. There's just one thing that remains a mystery. Why? That's beyond my grasp. So many people have died. Speak up. Tell me. Why? The question is, why did you do it? He hurt you, I know. And I opened your eyes, and then you saw your father's reflection in every human being. A world full of beasts in human disguises.
Oh my God.
No one was innocent. Evil was eating.
I knew it!
Consciences.
It is Jekyll and Hyde.
And who do you think you are to decide if they deserve to die? They certainly didn't deserve to live. They just think about it. Your father's partner, that old crook, desperate to get rid of us. The detective, a vulture feeding on the tragedy of commoners. Sophia, a miner's widow and a vicious bigot who wished everyone all the worst. And last but not least, the judge, a grafter, and a regular scoundrel. I've seen worse. Right. Your father, a true role model for that small community.
He's cutting his own fucking fingers off.
I know they were not good people,
Are they
but
coming
what
off
you
of
did to them,
Adam?
I protected us, don't you see? I saved your life. Or maybe you're just a bloodthirsty sadist who looks for guilt in others in order to blot out your own. You know where you would be if it wasn't for me? In that fucking darkness. The old man would be pissing on your grave, and all of fucking Blackstone would still be full of human vermin. Maybe. But that's not an excuse. I don't need one. The choice is simple. You let the vermin spread and they will take over the world, or you wipe them out, protecting the righteous few. They will call you a lunatic. So what? There must be another way. Like what? You'll wash your hands of it all? You'll hide from humanity in a fucking cave? You'll fall back into madness like the last time? You'll tell the doctors you don't remember anything? Really? If you get rid of me, they'll squash you like a bug. You think you can just snap your fingers and I'll be gone?
Last time. He is hallucinating the other one.
I'm the one to blame. I won't deny it. It's time to accept the truth about myself. However terrifying it might be.
Yep, there's Jekyll's hat.
There's a line now between you and me. You've become my prisoner.
Oh shit.
You better start cooperating.
What are you talking about? What are you trying to achieve?
I'm the one asking questions here. Name.
What kind of sick game is this?
Answer, for fuck's sake!
Emma Stevens.
Really? Nadia Kamayeva.
And this is Emma.
In the 60s, you underwent training in one of the KGB centers in Russia. Did you, or did you not?
What? What training? Where's my husband? Adam!
We've recovered part of the report.
Maybe all that she told me was a lie. The KGB called those women sparrows. They seduced Americans in order to relay information to Soviet intelligence. Was I really so blinded by love?
Where did you get this? Who sent you?
She refused to talk, but she doesn't deny the allegations.
What else? What have you done to me? Adam! You! Why? What happened to you?
Oh my god.
10 years together, and you've been pretending all this time.
Adam, what happened to you? Why are you talking like that?
Nicholas was my great-great-grandfather.
With a twist.
Would you believe it? His
Holy shit.
You have to be very careful about who you trust. The world is full of beasts.
Stop it! You're delusional! It's me. You hear me? I'm your wife. We're expecting a baby. Remember?
And war creates front lines even in our homes, in our bedrooms. Anyone can be the bad guy. But sometimes...
Please.
Sometimes it's the one we love that turns out to be the beast.
No!
Oh, shit. What's the third option?
Can I know where this life goes?
So Hyde is dead then.
I stumble with every step I take.
Certainly was not expecting that.
It's time to hunt.
Yeah. Okay. Like a psych ward? Yup. I certainly wasn't expecting him to kill Emma, though. Right. Or was she? Yeah. I'm inclined to agree with that theory. But it's worth noting, by the end of the game, it's apparent even to Adam that he's mentally ill. Uh-huh. Okay. Because, yeah, that was a twist. Like, I'd come to the conclusion that it was you. The only reason I knew that, though, is because I just kept thinking, like, this is the story of Jekyll and Hyde. This is the story of Jekyll and Hyde.
It's over. Fall back into
and, I mean, not just because he looks like
be gone
Jekyll,
because you
like the guy
depend
that
on
you're
me.
following the whole time, but your last name is Hyde, Hyde. Frank lived in the 1800s, which is where Jekyll and Hyde comes from. Like, that's the time period that it happened and stuff. So, like, you know, I started making these connections with the story of Jekyll and Hyde, and I was like, this is, like, legit. Like, you're living the story of Jekyll and Hyde, but, like, on a whole different level. Because, like, Jekyll and Hyde was twisted and dark, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't, like, that level of crazy. It was really good. I love how they presented. Just wow. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh shit. Mm-hmm. Right. Suicide and see what happens. Mm-hmm. And you'll have all the endings. And I think that's what we're going to come to the conclusion of, is that he was all of them. I'm inclined to agree with the fact that Emma was a sparrow, but I feel like I'm missing data. You know, because it wasn't like I was reading the notes or anything. I had it muted like the whole time, so I don't really know what other audio cues there were other than what was subtitled. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Watch it first? Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, because I remember this part, and this is going to be the same little bit of dialogue here. Okay.
How are we doing today?
What happened? Why am
I in like 3 minutes or
hospital?
Every day, the same question.
Okay,
which is reason enough to
326.
keep isn't it?
I'm at
Not to
320
mention
now.
all the rest.
Yep.
My wife, Emma, she...
We're talking about you. Please, focus.
Okay.
Emma and I, we're expecting a baby, and some people are trying to...
So far, your theories have not been confirmed.
Theories? What theories?
Concerning what happened in Blackstone, what happened to your wife, and what they have done.
But I was there! They took photos of us, planted bugs.
I've been asking you for months, but I'll ask you one more time. Who are they?
Oh, shit.
Am I one of them?
Months! Did they tell you to brainwash me? They, Soviets, Ruskies, commies, call them whatever you fucking want. There's a fucking war going on!
Who in the service has talked to you? Maybe we could...
Wait a minute. Who pays you, motherfucker? GRU? KGB?
Maybe this will refresh your memory.
I've talked to David. got Soviet agents in our ranks. Anyone could be a spy, even a close friend or a family member.
So?
Shh. Maybe all that she told me was a lie. KGB called those women sparrows. They seduced Americans in order to relay information to the Soviet intelligence. Was I really so blinded by love?
He's playing the tape right now in the hospital room.
I'll do what I have to do.
You forged the recording. What have you done to my wife? Tell me, you phony. Who are you really?
It's not you asking these questions. It's your illness. Your persecutory delusions make you question everything around you. Try to calm down and answer.